Hey, this is the vibe. This is the vibe. This one right here. Oh, this is gonna be good. Be quiet, Devin. We're talking. Okay, sorry. This is incredibly fucked, dude. Voyboy literally got banned in the process of deleting clips. We Geekin was running the clip deleter for him during the point in time when he was getting. We were literally saving his content over the last 2 days. We're literally saving his content over the last 2 days, and he got banned. Well, I'm 99.9% sure that Voyboy's ban will not be upheld because I'm like 99% sure that there's no way that permaban exists. Since it's a DMCA issue, um, since it, hang on, sorry, a lot going on. Do you think he can be unbanned by proving he was trying to solve the issue? I think the three. Okay, sorry, I can't answer that right now. Hang on. Hey, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Melody just got unbanned. Melody just got unbanned. There's actually so much stuff going on Twitch right now. I was super wrong on the Melody thing because I thought that was almost 100% a sexually suggestive content ban. Because Melody had no DMCA strikes, and if a person gets unpartnered off the system, that means a permaban, right? Which is I've never not seen that be a TOS violation. So what actually
How
happened,
much
though?
will
Holy
it
shit.
take to finally
so
purge
loud.
joy of the sub chat?
How much will it take to finally purge Ojo of sub chat? Let me think. I think Ojo has a deal going right now that he'll leave the Discord for 2 weeks in exchange for 100 subs. I think that's the deal Ojo has going right now. We can ban him from the Discord for 2 weeks for 100 subs. That's the deal he has. I was curious. She seemed really good about not directly marketing and stuff. Yeah. The sexually suggestive thing was my guess. It made sense because she got departnered instantly, and she had warnings for that before. So with DMCA strikes, you can get permabanned, but it's only if you have 3 strikes, and usually DMCAs come at one at a time. So it seemed really unlikely to me that Melody went down for a DMCA. But that is what happened. I haven't read the twit longer, though. I got to. Since she got all hard 3, it kicked her. Yeah. But she just got unbanned. So what I thought was she got banned for sexually suggestive content. That was my guess because she had warnings for it before. She got banned for it before. So I'm guessing they did a departner. I should have known better, to be honest. Like, I should have known because we're in this time of, like, all these, like, fucking dumb DMCA requests. I should have known that DMCA was on the table. The Void Boy situation is really weird. We're literally trying to work on the Void Boy issue as he got banned. So Geekin was in the process of deleting all of the VODs and clips from, like, in the moment, dude. Literally, like, same moment. And then Void Boy got banned. Like, we've been in a group chat for the past 2 days, deleting all of his stuff, saving all of his stuff. But, like, what's so fucked up is, like, it takes time. We don't have time to, like, solve all this because these DMCA requests are coming in, like, but we have, like, hundreds and hundreds of hours of VODs that we have to save, terabytes and terabytes of data and shit that's got to be rehosted and figured out and stuff like that. It's like a huge thing. Like, what are people supposed to do when they're given less than 2 days to, like, save their entire career? We're in such a fucking insane situation. Jimmy, 25 gifted. Jimmy wants that Ojo ban. All right. Okay, we'll ban Ojo from the Discord in... All right, I'm putting it in announcements. How many? Let me see. Calculator. 100 minus 25. Okay, 75. Ojo banned from the Discord for 2 weeks. 100 subs. 75. 25 by Jimmy already. 75 left. Okay. Okay. It's an announcement. Everyone's pogging, dude. Who has dibs on the ban? That's up to the CLs. I won't take that from them. It's something that they have to have. They want it. That's something that they want to have. Oh my god, dude, Jimmy is actually so dedicated to this. He's like, I have to. You guys decide in mod chat. This is just wrong. Ojo was a promising CEO and is being undermined by foreign interests. Hey, it's not up to me, man. It's not my idea. This is a conspiracy. I didn't set this up. Kafira 25. We need a recap. Holy shit. Oh no. You guys don't have to do it, man. He can still live. Don't you want him? It does count. Of course it counts. The mail-in sub-gifters are suspicious. You should read Melody's tweet longer. I'm going to, yeah. I was like, that was like totally unexpected. I can't believe I was, I didn't, like, it was like crazy. All right. No one, it's only 25 gifted subs. Current poll, who gets to ban Ojo? Raxa for Kafira? I think Kafira has more satisfaction to gain. I voted for Kafira. 88.7K. 88.7K subs on YouTube. Almost 100K, boys. Raxif won't get the pure satisfaction from it that Kafira will. Is this a giveaway with a ban? Ojo sponsored it. Ojo won. Of course, okay. I am not going to do... I would never do anything to incentivize subs for this channel, but Ojo sponsored it. Holy shit. Is that 25? Oh, no. Dude, Jimmy was like... This is like... Jimmy just single-handedly destroyed him. That's it. It's done. That's it. Dude, Jimmy was like, this has to happen. I need 2 weeks in this Discord without Ojo. The sub chat's going nuts. They're just spamming crabs. They're just spamming crabs in sub chat. Holy shit. That's so funny. Podcast tonight? Yeah, actually. Oh shit, you're right. We have to do notes for it. This is what Kafira posted. Okay, look at the Discord. Look at the sub chat right now. I'm just gonna pull it up. Look at it. All right, there's some people that don't know what's going on. We have a person in our Discord who is like widely considered to be the most annoying person ever, and he posts like all the time. To be honest, I don't even know why they don't like him. I actually think he's pretty cool. But everyone in the Discord, I don't read a lot of the stuff he posts, which is probably why. But oh my god, like people hate this guy. Or not they hate him, he's just like very annoying. So this is like This is like the best moment for the Discord ever. I actually think his takes are pretty good. I think he's just apparently he's like a troll. I don't know. I don't read a lot of his stuff. It's a meme for people to hate him. That's right. Yeah. Trump talked 30 minutes ago. Oh, you can link it if you want, since we're doing election coverage. Jimmy, thank you. Jimmy single-handedly. This is Jimmy. Jimmy orchestrated. You have all watched Jimmy murder a man. The networks actually cut away from it? Really? The networks like cut away from him talking? That's actually insane. Oh, he claimed that he won. SQC got a DMCA on a deleted clip. Can you link me that? Is that true? When was that? Holy shit, people are so happy, dude. Now we just have to have Devin make it a permanent deal so people I don't have to dread 2 weeks from now. Here's the thing, dude. Here's the game. Ojo could have lost his momentum here. A 2-week ban is a long time. That's enough time for him to change his habits. And he might not come back. He might actually like be over it. That's the thing. He might change his habits. Holy shit, this is priceless right now. This Discord is 10 out of 10. That's so funny. He said yesterday he got a DMCA. You could have kept him in general. That wasn't the deal, dude. That wasn't the deal.
Also stand back to
Okay. All right. I'll watch that in a sec. Hang on. Thank you for the link.
in 2020.
So, I don't know. Did he literally just say, everyone's to the coffins? Literally every meme coming out for this. What the fuck? I'm neutral, dude. I'm neutral to this. It's fine. Project Melody's channel is going insane with gift subs. I'm glad she didn't get banned for sexual content. That would have been a shit show. Because that would have actually been a perma. Is she live or she's just she's changed her title? I don't know. I need to listen to the XQC thing. One thing at a time. There's like, dude, there's so much shit going on. at Devin Nash, wide people happy. Mill W. She's got like 4,000 people here, probably. God, this is insane. And let me find a vibe. So what happened was my guess yesterday on the ban was that she got permit because she was my guess was that she got permit because she was advertising potentially advertising sexual content from other places, or Twitch perceived her as doing that. And because she had gotten warned for that before, that's why she also got simultaneously departnered. But in fact, it was actually a way rarer situation, which is like three DMCA strikes at once, which instantly permabanned the channel. Old Guy Gamer, thank you. Silvervale, hi, how you doing? I hope you're surviving this shit show. Looks like your D&D show will be back very soon. It's good news. She just got affiliate back because they're gifting her subs. I think she was departnered a while back. There, Silvervale gifted 10. There's a big difference between... So, a lot of times, Twitch will departner somebody but not ban there because they don't want to be affiliated with them for whatever reason. So, like, for example, Destiny, for example, like, they'll let him stream on the platform, but they don't want a contractual... Like, there's a sort of implication in a business of saying, oh, yeah, we represent this person. They are a partner of ours, right? Like, we are in a contract. We are in a business relationship with this person. That's a brand thing. That's why a lot of people don't want to, that's why Twitch didn't want to... After Destiny said the stuff about the riots, Twitch didn't want to associate with him in a professional way, like contract to contract. But, like, they can do it as like, he can stream on the platforms, whatever. They don't want to rep him, right? And that would be the same thing for Melody right now because of sexual content. That's just a guess. Like, I don't know. I feel like I have to stipulate everything I say because so I got a bunch of emails last night because apparently there was like a 2K upvoted thread of like yelling at me about the Project Melody thing. This is the reason why I disabled clips on my channel, but now people just clip me on other channels, so I can't win. Because I said that I thought that the Project Melody thing was a sexual content ban. That made the sense to me because at the time, she had no prior DMCA warnings, and it's very unlikely to get permabanned off of Twitch, aka departnered or deplatformed directly because of a DMCA. So her situation is very unique. And everyone's like, oh, like, you fucked it up. But I literally, and I did. Yeah, I was wrong. But I literally said like 10 seconds later after that clip in that podcast, I was like, this is just a guess. I'm not 100% sure. But people clip these like 15 seconds and then they get ass mad. How do they clip you on other channels? They clipped me off of the Scuffed podcast. And so I literally can't win. You said most likely? Yeah, but I did say that, Lars, but I think the problem is that when I talk, I sound really confident in what I'm saying. Even if I say something like most likely, or it, like, unless I literally need to, like, hold up, like, a red sign, like, this is a guess. I'm not 100% sure on this. I haven't, like, gone to a lab. I don't have empirical data. I haven't, like, collaborated this with, like, the universities or, like, the G5 convention or fucking, like, the Warren Buffett. I haven't called Jeff Bezos on the phone personally to get a written permission to, like, know if this is actually true. It's just, it's like, I can't win, dude. I can't win. I disable clips that I still get fucking clipped out of context. I think I'm like top 3 most hated people at LSF. LSF people hate like people that are authorities on things. No one that our other friends or people who knew our modeler would have ever thought this was the case, so it's understandable, I think. Yeah, I still got to read the twit longer. I'm going to do that in just a minute. It sounds crazy from what I've heard. Yeah, so I just need to be more clear in the future when I say I'm guessing on something. You don't think I'm top 3? Really? Who's top 3? Are you number 1 hated on our Twitch? No, weirdly, I've never even seen myself on our Twitch. Slasher? Okay, you're right. Slasher is more hated than me on... that's actually true. Trainwrecks, I think, also. People on our Twitch reference you? I guess I don't read our Twitch a lot. So I guess that's why I didn't know that. I think our Twitch is kind of either or. So like right now, dude, like I think a lot of people on Twitch, our Twitch agree with me because the like Twitch right now is like a fucking shit show. It's really, really bad. So I think a lot of people agree with me because I've been very negative on Twitch lately. So I think we're on the same page. This is worse than LSF? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not say anything that we can't take back. Are you going to talk about the reason they came out for the Project Melody ban? Yeah, I have it up. I'm just going to read it in a sec. I want to see what happened with XQC real quick. The Voyboy ban is 100% DMCA. Yeah, we are literally in a group chat with Voyboy right now. We were deleting. Hold on one sec. We were literally deleting the clips and VODs from Voyboy's channel. And then he got banned in the middle of it. So fucking stupid. Devin has a new income stream, $700 a month to keep Ojo banned. LSF has at least has content. Our Twitch is the place everyone goes after they get kicked from Devin's chat and Discord. I could tell a person from LSF instantly. It's like usually my follower mode stops it because people don't usually want to like. It takes someone who is like super ass mad. Imagine this: like you're so ass mad, you like come in and like you type your thing, and then you see. No, not everyone from LSF is bad. I'm just saying like I can usually tell like someone who's like one of the trolls from LSF, like. You like because here's what happens, okay? They come in and they're so ass mad, like they type out their comment, and their comment is literally just like rhetoric from it's always like, oh, CEO Andy like thinks he knows everything, which I don't, right? Like I don't think I know everything. I think I'm wrong a lot of the time, and I always say when I'm wrong, or I try to. But it will always be like that rhetoric. They'll type it, it'll say, sorry, this is in follower mode, right? And then they'll just sit there angrily for 7 minutes through the entire follower mode. And then they'll post it, and because they're that ass mad. They'll sit there for the whole 7 minutes, and they'll be like, and then they'll post it, and then I'll be like, okay, like I 100% know this is from there. But most of the time, people just leave. They don't want to deal with it. Pokemon is also LSF hate top 3. Yeah, that's 100% true, dude. Pokies. I think out of all the hate that all streamers get, the hate for Pokemon is the most irrational. It's so dumb. The stuff that the reasons that people hate on Poke, are just so banal. They're so dumb, you know? Like here's how you know. People unironically are mad at Pokemon for limiting her donations to $5. And it's like what do you want? I just oh, is Ojo here? Ojo, I've been gone the last 30 minutes. Did you miss anything? Ojo, you've got to go look at the VOD. You need to go watch the VOD. Wait, there is no VOD. Is there no VOD? Is there a VOD that gets recorded while it's live? I actually don't know. I don't think it does get recorded anymore. I think there's no way to see that until I put it up on YouTube. But let me go check. Yeah, there isn't. Rip Grandma. Rip Grandma. There's actually no VOD. Okay, when I put it up on YouTube, you should go look at it. It's worth your time. Unfortunately, you can't see it right now. Yeah, there's no VOD. The problem with Pokey is that no matter what people done, people will find an excuse to make it bad. Yeah. The real problem with Pokey though is that she responds to it. You weren't supposed to tell anyone it was my idea. I know that, but I can't in good faith. I can't in good faith like create an incentive for people to sub to the stream. Because I don't want to like I want to keep the stream impartial. I mean, we got the 100 subs. We did it, right? Like, it didn't matter because Jimmy wanted you dead that badly. So so it doesn't matter. But I didn't want it to come from me where it's like, hey, gift me 100 subs because no, Ojo's gone. It's done. It's done. I'll post it there. It's done. CLs decide. CLs decide who the executioner is. Okay. It's done. I think it's okay. All right. Holy shit, that's funny. Yeah, so I couldn't personally like endorse that. It would have come off as me selling out for subs, which I don't do on this channel. Like, right? I don't take any sponsorships or do anything. I follow because you have the same set of bare dynamic headphones. I love these headphones, yeah. They're very good. Hi, because of a mistake I made, my audience is really young and my channel is dying. I'm completely changing my content for older audience. I create a new Twitch channel for that. Should I create a new Twitch channel for that? No. I don't I like there's already kind of a problem in your thinking. Your thinking is like my content doesn't work for younger audiences or older audiences or like this content is bad or this content is good. You literally should just be creating something that you think is valuable to people and then doing that and not worrying about all this shit. Just focus on your art. Oh, dude, Kaizen, thank you very much for the sub. Yeah, I like these headphones. They're great. All right.
To, you know, well, nowhere near today.
You left it?
Dude, why is it that XQC literally plays DMCA-able music while he's talking about DMCA? It's so infuriating. I gotta play this on the other browser. Jesus fuck. Oh my god. How like it drives me fucking bananas, this kid. Holy shit. He's literally talking about getting a DMCA strike and he's playing DMCA music. It's infuriating. It's actually fucking crazy. Oh my god. Okay. That can't go in the VOD. Holy shit. I'm just getting butt detonated. He's oh my god. Oh my god, this kid. I fucking love XQC, like I respect him as a content creator so much. He is playing DMCA music and in the background he's watching a clip from John Wick 3. What like I just don't I can't do it, dude. I'm starting to talk like XQC because if I live in this kid's mind, I can't talk either. I just be like, what are you doing? Like, oh my god, I can't. Yeah, you can. It's just not local. I just had to switch browsers. It's hard to explain. Holy fuck, god damn, dude, this guy. A clip deleted from 2019. Does he think that if he plays enough copyrighted content that it will eventually like reverse and he'll like play so much copyrighted content that like it'll not be copyrighted anymore? Like Yep. I subscribe to Jake on every one of my alt accounts. Who's playing Mozart? Mozart is also DMCA. He literally said today that he believes that Twitch takes care of big names on Twitch. I don't think he's wrong on that, honestly. Mozart gave me permission to use his stuff on Twitter. That's awesome. Jake talks about you in several videos. Yeah, I talk about Jake in several videos. Like, dude, we've got a bromance, I'm telling you. I respect that guy so much. He's literally doing like if I was a full-time content creator, I would do what Jake does. I'd post like 4 or 5 videos a day telling everybody everything about what's going on. Like it's so good what he does for the industry. I think the blemish refers to the phase thing. No, or the 100 Thieves thing. What headset is he using that he gets this audio out of that? Astros? Wow. What's the 100 Thieves thing? He originally had an equity deal with 100 Thieves through Nate Shot, which was this is my understanding of the issue. Have to clarify that because you know you never know when somebody. Okay, this is my understanding of the issue. So, um, I'm pretty sure this is right. He had an equity agreement with Nade Shot for 5% of 100 Thieves. That was verbal and not written. And then something happened within the company to push him out on that deal, and he didn't get the equity. Now, since then, like 100 Thieves has raised for like 30 million seed, shit like that. So he would have had millions of dollars if he had sorted that out. the sub Discord is still going. People are still talking about it. I can only watch your stream in 360p, and if I got ad block on. Is that true? Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, it was a verbal equity agreement, which is fucking insane. Jimmy got a role? Wait, what did Jimmy get? Jimmy's role is 75 sub executioner. This is Illuminati shit. Do you think because DMCA is attacking Twitch so hard, Twitch might be cashing out with all the spam ads? I don't think they're this. I think they're just different problems. It's just two shit shows hitting at once. There is a podcast tonight, as far as I know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Train said he's down. He was asking people. We were asking people. We were asking people like if they wanted to join. Oh, Raxif has notes too. Hell yeah. Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you, Blastoise. I'm also at ease. Jake is great. Jake is great. Jake for president, honestly. All right. I don't want to watch this. It's probably just him saying that he won, blah, blah, blah. Project Melody 1K gifted subs in the last minute. That's cool. We got 100 subs for banning an annoying person from Discord. So we're doing pretty well on this channel, all things considered. All things considered, we're doing pretty good. All right, I gotta fix my sound. Hang on. Yeah, you're worth 1/10 of what Melody is. That's true. At least 1 minute of Melody's time. What's actually crazy is the news networks literally just cut him off. That's actually kind of a crazy thing that maybe like Twitter set that precedent. Like Twitter is literally just fucking muting all of his tweets. They're just like fuck this guy. And I wonder if the news networks do the same thing. They're just like, you know, like we know what, we're just not even gonna broadcast this. How fucking insane would that be? Look at Trump's Twitter right now. He literally actually just gets everything muted if he says some like crazy shit. Is that legal? Yeah, of course it is. Like these are private platforms. They're companies. They can mute him for whatever he wants. The federal court denied his request to stop count. Of course they did. There's no way. This is a Biden victory. It's a Biden victory 100%. Nothing's really updated since we covered it the last time. Why not just let him bury himself? It's actually better for them to let it keep going. Well, the argument is that this is causing harm to our civic process. Like that basically there's a huge amount of people that are going to believe what he says without any empirical data. And because of that, they want to limit his reach because if he says that shit, it could potentially destabilize our country. Like Twitter at the moment is doing this shit because they're literally worried that the people that support and believe this shit are going to actually destabilize the country. And the argument against that would, from his supporters, would be that this is censorship. That basically, they're trying to keep him off the platform because he is trying to tell the truth, and they are for whatever reason nervous about the truth. To contextualize that argument. So, like, the thing you got to keep in mind is, like, what, 70 million people voted for Trump, right? They went out and they voted for Trump. So that's 70 million people that are most likely going to go on his Twitter or whatever news source they consume him by, and they're going to at least trust him at his word. So if a private platform, and again, like, I think you guys, I've been covering the election long enough that people seem to know that I have no real dog in this fight. So I'm just trying to explain each argument. That the argument here, as a Trump supporter, would be that you believe he is being censored, and the argument for a private organization would be, because this is our platform, we can choose people that we want on it or off it, regardless of who it is. And be that as it may, we can ban somebody for whatever reason. Now, there would be another argument that would say, like, well, he's the president of the United States, you can't just ban him off a platform. Doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. Yeah, I'm not saying that. That's up to you to decide. Like, this dude in chat says Twitter shouldn't decide what 70 million people can critically think through. So that's a perfectly reasonable argument. The capitalist argument is they legally well, he's saying they ought not to be able to. Ethically, they shouldn't be able to. He's not arguing that they legally can. He's very close in Georgia. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Trump would have to win every outstanding state right now. Not one state, every outstanding state to win the Electoral College. This election is over. It doesn't matter if Trump takes Georgia. Doesn't matter. Nevada calls blue, PA calls blue, or NC calls blue. It's GG. That's it. Trump would have to win every one of these, and Nevada would have to flip. That's just how the math works. Nevada calls, Biden's at 270. That's it. It's 6 electoral votes. You can just do the math, right? PA calls 20 electoral votes, Biden's way over. NC calls 15, Biden's way over. Georgia calls 16, Biden's way over. You guys could just do the math. And at the moment, there's basically no shot, because the only counties that haven't reported in are Clark and Washoe, which both tend blue. So there's just the only way that this actually shakes out in Trump's favor is if something actually does come up via the courts. AZ is close to going back red? No. Arizona's back on the table? How do you figure? How? I don't think that's true. %11 of the votes are not in, with 59,000 separating. Oh, maybe then. I mean, if Arizona flips back over, that changes literally everything. But if it's mail-in votes, again, those trend blue, right? A heavy Republican mailing program, so the late mail-in ballots might swing it back. But most of the Republican people are not voting via they're not voting via mail-in, right? I'm European. Can you explain why only Democrats vote via mail? Because most people that are Republican follow what Donald Trump says, and Donald Trump said that mail-in ballots are an evil plan from the Democrats to manipulate the vote. So most Republicans, not all, would trust would not think that their ballot, their mail-in ballot would count. They would think that it's being manipulated or something, or some percentage of people would think that, right? Because Trump literally said that. Trump told people to go in person and vote because he thinks mail-in ballots are not legitimate. Or rather, he doesn't say that all mail-in ballots. I shouldn't characterize his argument. He says that some mail-in ballots are not legitimate, or like a false system or whatever. Trump himself voted by mail. Also, we know empirically that the USPS in the past has been one of the most reliable systems. It is the most reliable system on Earth for voting. But I'm just trying to give you both arguments. This video explains it pretty well. Okay, thank you.
Card with the state of Arizona. And Maricopa, a lot of the outstanding vote right now is late.
Let me watch this on another channel. Hang on. This is /Trump War Room. So basically, if Arizona flips, it changes everything. Because then, where were we on our election results here? It's not like a foregone conclusion though. Like Biden still, Arizona basically gives 15 votes to, or 11 votes, even less, to Trump. So that puts him at 25. Biden minus 11. Biden takes PA and still wins it. PA likely to go blue also. That gap closed up really, really high. I think that no matter what, even if Trump takes Arizona, I think that Biden probably still wins. It would have to be a GA red, GA like hard red. Look at that. It's like Georgia could do anything. Georgia's like, you have to understand that if Trump loses any of these states, then it's over, right? It's like people have been spreading a rumor that Sharpies were being dropped by black helicopters in AC. Democrats are cheating. See the graphs. Can you show me the graphs? Are you sure you have graphs? Are you sure you don't have nothing? Like, okay, what is this? Okay. Massive voter fraud. The state race and both Michigan and Wisconsin have vertical lines where Biden's votes are injected in. WTF. Okay, so so this could be a Democratic conspiracy where they're worshiping the owl god Moloch and fucking each other in the ass to get Biden to become next president-elect. Or it could be that a large amount of mail-in ballots were counted at the same time and then reflected statistically on a graph, right? Because when a state closes their polls and then they get mail-in ballots, right? It would represent a large uptake because mail-in ballots are processed after the polls close. Or it's the owl god. It's one of the two. You decide. I can't tell you which one. Either it's the owl god or the polls closed, mail-in ballots came in, and they counted them. Or Hillary Clinton's eating babies. She's eating babies. I'm telling you right now, it's below the pizza. Right now, Hillary Clinton, she's eating babies. She's sacrificing them to the fifth dimensional beings, and that's going to get Joe Biden to win the presidency. Right? You have to decide which one. I respect all opinions. I just, I like data. I like empirical stuff. The psychic vampires. The Alex Jones DMCA. You're going to feel really stupid when everything comes out and how corrupt the Democrats are. I think Democrats are corrupt. I also think Republicans are corrupt. I think government in general is corrupt. Hey, look, to be very clear, I don't have a position, right? I'm saying I usually sit. I'm just doing. Okay, look, it's time to have this talk again, just so you know. Okay, my vote was written in for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I think he's uniquely qualified. I'm not here to sell you anything. I know you may be used to other Twitch streams that are used to selling you anything, but here is my. You want to know what my God is? My God is money. Okay, my God is the United States dollar, and my God is business and capitalism. That is who I worship, okay? That is my statue. That is my idol. That is my golden cow. I don't care who's in the White House. Could be Trump, could be Biden, could be The Rock, could be Kanye. I will make money no matter what because I am a business owner. They may tax me more, but that's fine. I will still do it because I will figure out how to innovate. I will figure out how to be better. And I do not blame federal politics as a reason for why I don't do well. I only blame myself for why I don't do well. So I'm not here to sell you anything. I just think on that particular issue of like the Democrats are changing the vote or whatever, let me just present something to you, right? Isn't it really nice of the Democrats, if they were manipulating the vote, to give the presidency to Biden, but lose a supermajority in the House and lose the Senate? If I was a Democrat and I was manipulating the vote, I would manipulate the Senate because that's where I'm going to get all my power from, right? It seems odd to me that they would. Maybe it's too obvious, I guess. Like it seems obvious to me that like if you're going to manipulate a vote, why not actually win? like if you're going to manipulate a vote, why not take some seats in the House so you have a supermajority, take the Senate, which they lost, right? Or is the Senate's not announced yet, but they have a very good chance of losing it, and then give the presidency to Biden. And you're all blue. You can do anything you want. But the way it currently is the Senate is going to be de facto Republican. It'll be very difficult to get anything through because McConnell's going to fucking shoot down everything in the Senate, right? So like for Republicans, a Biden presidency right now, as it looks, if Republicans take the Senate, is not like a nightmare scenario. Because I think that I think a situation where the Senate is red still means that Biden is not going to be able to do a lot of the stuff that he wants to do. Who knows what he wants to do, but But yeah, just so because I know there's probably Trump supporters listening, and there's probably Biden supporters listening. I have no problem with you. My God is money. If you have a problem with the God money, then we'll talk. Okay, then we fight. We'll have a fight. If you have a problem with capitalism and business and corporations, okay, I'm for corporate.
Your God wishes
God.
you to receive more money, so he'll oblige
Hell
your
yeah.
God and give you
There
a
it is.
little.
Capitalism working. Dal Reaver, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for paying tribute to our God, the God of money. Listen, all right, you're talking to a guy who unironically would be okay with extraterritoriality for corporations, all right? So I am literally Shadowrun, all right? Like, yeah, give me the Amazon high threat response team, okay? You throw a rock through a window of an Amazon store, I want the vertical takeoff and landing aircraft that's labeled Amazon with the little shipping logo. I want special forces to drop down. Go, go, go! And they fucking black bag you, take you to an Amazon black site, all right? And then they reprogram you, and you come back out and you buy all your products at Amazon. You've got an Amazon credit card. You only watch Amazon Prime Video. That's my shit, okay? That's where I'm at. All right. So I'm not the right person to talk to you about politics. I want the Amazon I want the Amazon Special Forces. That's what I want. I want Cyberpunk. I want Shadowrun.
Your helicopter is outside. Papa Bezos.
Excellent. 1337 from Trap. Thank you very much. Your helicopter's outside. People born in 1900 voting. Sharpie issue 80K people voting Biden, but not the senator. 120% turnouts. Ignorance is in battleground states. Ignorance is bliss, I guess. Okay. Yep. That's
Preach it.
Oh shit. Tid stuff with the $50 top tip of the month. Let's go, boys. Yo. That's insane. Thank you very much. That's actually insane. Thank you so much, man. Clap it up, boys. That's some serious shit. It's a trap. Thank you very much. You guys, I appreciate you buying me dinner. Thank you for supporting a corporate dystopia. I promise you that we have your best interests in mind. We, the corporations, will take care of you. Live in corporate arcologies. Buy corporate products. Use corporate currency. We got you. Curious Peanut with the 5 gifted. What is with all this love? Thank you. Ace Bird with the 5 oh my god. 10 gifted subs. Thank you very much. Curious Peanut. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Arcburn 09. That's a cool name. Thanks, man. Thank you both. Any chance you play Caldari and Eve? Of course I play Caldari and Eve. I play Caldari. I have 6 accounts, so I have 3 main accounts that are Caldari accounts, 3 main accounts that are the Holy Amorian Empire, which is capitalism, but also with a good dose of God. What was the highlight of your day today? The highlight of my day today just happened. We just got a ton of support, and we had a really cool talk just now. This is literally you're living the highlight of my day right now. Congratulations, you're in it. What's your position on working conditions in Amazon? Just curious. My position is that the vast majority of people are probably fine with their jobs at Amazon. And that's the thing, right? Is that like, here's the problem, okay? Let's talk about this, okay? Does anyone know, just chat, how many employees does Amazon have? Just list it. Does anybody know how many employees Amazon has? Type the number if you know. At least 2. Good. Fuck ton. Acceptable answer. Okay, let's go look. How many employees does Amazon have? It's fucking 1 million people. Okay? So let me ask you a question, right? Out of those 1 million people, that's a fucking megacorp, dude. Do you think there's somebody that hates their job? Do you think there's somebody that's not being treated right? Do you think that there's somebody that got fucked over by their boss? that's underpaid, that's overworked, right? Of course. So, no question. Is there any universe where anything could exist where out of a million people somebody's not getting fucked? There's not, right? So, the question then becomes, by what percentage are things fucked? Is it 1%? Is it 10%? Is it 50%? So if 100,000 out of a million people are getting super fucked over, then that's a real conversation we need to have, right? If it's 10% of Amazon's total workforce. If it's 5 guys on Twitter, I think we're okay, right? Should Amazon have to address those people? And should HR take care of those problems? Yeah, of course, right? But what I'm saying is, like, here's what's so what's, and let's tie this into electoral fraud, right? Are there dead guys voting? Yep. Did somebody write a ballot for their dog? Probably. Did some ballots get lost in the creek and they had Trump on them? Yep. Did some people not get their elections to the proper place and they got lost? Yep. No doubt. But by what percent is that happening? Is it enough to manipulate or manage a vote? That is the question that we should be asking. There is no question that these mistakes happen. The problem, and this is the most important thing I'm going to tell you, I hope you listen. The problem with social media is that it amplifies everything. If somebody films a video of somebody taking a dump on a ballot that says Trump on it and puts it into a fire, and that gets 20K retweets, all of us think that that happened across the board for that entire state. But it only happened in that one instance. It doesn't deny that it could happen and that voter fraud might be happening at a very high level, right? Or a very, but you as a consumer of information need to be aware that what you are witnessing is an individual circumstance. This is super, super important to understand. This is so fucking important to understand. This might be the most important human issue in our day and age. Because do you want to know how a society is destabilized? Do you want to know how a society actually crumbles? It's not how you think. To know this, we only need to look at the Soviet Union. A society doesn't get destabilized by everybody believing the wrong thing. Whatever the wrong thing is. The society gets destabilized by people not being able to tell the difference between right and wrong, between truth and fiction, between fact and false, right? Disinformation happens on both sides. Some people believe one thing, some people believe another thing, and the polarization becomes so great that the whole society breaks apart. So you, as an individual, have to take it upon yourself to become informed as empirically as you can. That is why I try really hard on this stream to not tell you what to think. I really fucking try hard. I try to present both sides of the argument, and then you should decide. Because if you listen to demagogues, the situation we'll end up in as a country is you won't know what's true and false, and then we're fucked. We're super fucked if we don't know what's true or false, and that's happening. And social media is literally the engine that is powering that. Social media is the engine that is powering what is true or false. Right? We're not looking at data, we're looking at outrage marketing. The attention economy is telling us that these things are happening. And you need to be super, super careful about that. There are literally countries who have employed workforces of thousands of people whose job it is to create this result for us. The downfall of society is not believing the wrong thing. The downfall of society is not knowing what's true. And that applies whether you're a Trump supporter or whether you're a Biden supporter or whatever the fuck. how can we recognize what when we can't tell truth from fiction? How do we become more self-aware of this? So the only answer to this problem, and it's the reason why most people don't want to do it, is the answer is you have to put in the work to critically think about the outcomes and the results and the data that you have, and then make your own judgment. And that's a really hard thing to do because most people don't want to take the time. They want to listen to people, and they can't be. They just CBA, right? You have to put in the thought, right? So I like, for my own opinion, which I haven't shared, right, on the voter fraud issue, I have looked at a lot of the data and made my own decision based on it. And I'm trying not to tell you what to think, right? If you want to, if you believe that the Senate is composed of cult worshiping people that follow the owl god Moloch in the Bohemian Grove and sacrifice babies for power to be able to contact fifth dimensional beings that will tell them the future, you need to do the work to independently verify that, right? You shouldn't go on Twitter, look at someone who has filmed a 20-second video, and
He
then
learned about Shadowrun on this stream. Now I'm planning
make
a
a decision.
campaign based around DevoCorp. You
Hell
are doing
yeah.
a lot of work,
That's
sir.
the coolest
Cheers.
donation ever. Thank you so much. That's so cool. I love Evo. Yeah, dude, I'm right there. I'm vibing with you super hard. Thank you very much for supporting the stream. That's awesome. I love that I got someone into Shadowrun. That's a huge thing. Makes my day. Yeah, Slowhand Zen in chat says most people in the country are just trying to get through their day in one piece. Well, this is 100% true. Like, for most people, life is hard, right? You got bills to pay. Your fucking family hates you. You're on the outs with your girlfriend. A dog looked at you a weird way and it ruined your day. You're dealing with like past and future and present trauma. Your boss like needs you to get something done by tomorrow. You're trying to get that school paper done. Like, dude, there's all kinds of shit, right? It's hard to step back from all of that and be independently informed about things. And to some extent, I can only do it because I'm not particularly concerned with like making my wage every day. If I was working in an Amazon warehouse, I probably wouldn't give a fuck about Joe Biden versus Trump because I'm $40,000 in debt from school trying to figure out what to do next. You know what I mean? Well, I recognize that I'm in a privileged position by virtue of being a business owner and not really like thinking about what I have to eat, right? Like, so yeah, you got to understand that. Oh, we already did. You can look at the prior months. So we always keep the months. This is October is this link right here. But you're right. It should say November. These are Novembers. It's updated. I just didn't change that word. We can't all afford to eat salads for 2 hours. What's up with the archive channel? Exclamation mark VODs. Nothing's up with it. It works fine. What's wrong with it? Move them off this. The VODs go up. So the election stuff went up. This VOD will go up shortly after the stream is over. I probably have to get off at around like 7:30 tonight because we're doing the Scuff podcast and I got to do the notes and I got to make sure I eat dinner and shit. Shadowrun is a Dungeons and Dragons module that is 50 years in the future from now, except that magic has returned to the earth. So shit like dragons and like elves and orcs and shit have awakened, and we live in a society like this one that's dystopian, owned by corporations, which have now gained like extraterritoriality and are able to make their own laws. It's a fucking awesome universe. My favorite lore universe. $2K subs on Project Melody's channel in less than an hour because she's just drawing a bike. Yeah, but we got 100 gifted subs and a $50 donation because we banned a Discord user. So who, I ask you, is the better content creator? Is that why you don't like bad faith actors? Because they amplify true false things for viewers who don't or can't independently verify things? Yes, that's exactly why. My position on this, and this is a position that I think a lot of people don't have to have, but my personal position on it is if you have a public platform of any kind, you have an obligation to add value to people and present information as correctly as you possibly can. I am a strong believer in that. Did we hit 88,000 on YouTube? Wait, no. 88,800. Yo, let's go. I thought you said that's fucking awesome. Let's go. Let's go. We're almost at 89,000. Holy shit, we could actually hit 100K by the end of the year. That's actually fucking insane. We got to do the YouTube title and thumbnail for the next one. You were AFK when everybody was plugging their YouTubes on election night podcast. Feels bad, man. That sucks. I work hard on the YouTube. Will you unbox your silver play button? Yeah, of course. I need more annoying people in the Discord so we can just ban them and get 100 subs every day. Dude, that'd be a fucking crazy income stream. I gotta take a leak. Hang on 1 second. Should I have another cup of tea? Holy fuck, I'm gonna be gassed. But I'm down. Fuck it. Fuck it. Yep. Hello, friends. Hi, is it true certain top streamers get a cut out of subs that they have? What do you mean? PayPal me $20 to be annoying on Discord and you can farm 100 subs and ban me? Yeah, we could do that. Imagine instead of tea, if it was protein shakes, you'd be ripped out of your mind. That's unfortunately not true. If you just consume 200 grams of protein a day and do nothing else, you're not going to be fucking ripped as fuck. You're going to be fat as fuck. If that was true, we would have a lot more ripped people. If only that was how it worked. Yeah. So protein, if it's not turned into muscle, it turns into fat. Just gets processed into fat. A high protein diet is not advisable for people that aren't working out a lot. You'd have to be working out. And also, there's been tons of research in nutritional science pretty recently that showed that we don't need nearly as much protein as we think we need. Dude, I was looking at the actor for Bjorn Ironside in fucking Vikings, Alexander Ludwig. This guy is a fucking unit. Have you guys seen this dude? Hang on, let me show you. Let me try not to get a cock. Just give me a sec here. Trying real hard not to get a dick. Okay, I think we're dick free. Okay, we're good. Look at this guy. Look at, you could grate cheese on that. Holy shit. Holy shit. Fuck. Oh man. Do you see that? That giant bulge there? That's not the water in his swim trunks. That is his enormous balls. Your head's in the way? Fuck. Here. Yeah, he's not naked, guys. He's not naked. I didn't just pull up a naked picture of him and then hide it with my webcam. I'm a professional streamer. What do you take me for? Holy shit. Is that what it looked like? Oh my god. You guys are so fucking dumb. Holy shit. That's a trapped fart? No, that's his gigantic balls. Look how fucking ripped that guy is. Holy shit. Oh my god. I was looking at that last night and I'm like, no nut November, dude. Ugh. Ugh. He's so ripped. So that guy's eating 6 meals a day, 250 grams of protein. But he's also like fucking swinging maces around all day too. So that's what you look like. No wonder the GF left. What? That's so mean. Holy shit. Even if you post a kappa, that's such a mean thing to say. You're lucky that I don't value your opinion at all. It's reading the room problem sometimes. If you can't appreciate a buff-ass man, you need to check yourself. 100%. 100%. We can all, I completely, I could even say it better. Okay, what are we doing? Oh yeah, Project Melody ban. Look over this. Devin says it's nothing, but that shit was messed up. No, dude. The truth is, I wouldn't have told you guys if I didn't think I could deal with it. One of the things that Destiny said to me a long time ago, he was like, this is like a really, really smart thing, and I've never forgot this. He's like, if you tell your stream something personal happened in your life, make sure you're okay with it, because they are going to remember that and they will bring it up against you. Like as a thing of like weakness, for the rest of your life. And like, I'm totally okay. I told you guys that I haven't. I want to, first of all, I want to respect my girlfriend, right? Like, so I don't want to say too much, right? And also the things I have told you is my girlfriend left. She I believe that the onus is on me. I think it's I think it really sucks how it happened is not what I wanted. But I take personal accountability and ownership for what happened. And I say that knowing that chat will, take that and sometimes make comments like that. And I'm okay with that because I personally own it. I just wouldn't have said anything if I didn't like think that. But that's one of the reasons why this stream has been a little bit fucked up. I don't have a good way to go home. Like being at home right now is obviously not great. So I've like had a very like weird. I've basically been living in the office for the past like 4 weeks. That's been really hard. That's been the hardest part of it, actually. Is PoE partly to blame? That's a meme, kind of. I don't think that Path of Exile is more of like a personal decision for me going forward. That I know my relationship with that game is unhealthy. No, I just think that generally speaking, okay, I don't know. Does anyone actually care about this? Do we have to talk about this? Generally speaking, I am a very ambitious and very driven person. Because of that, I have very poor interpersonal relationships because I'm often not emotionally available as much as I wish I was for my friends, family, and personal relationships. So as a result, I may skip things that are important to other people that do not seem important to me. And so, like, if I may go through and not even be aware that my girlfriend needs something from me, or even if I clarify or ask her, a lot of times what people do is they don't tell you exactly like how important something is or how like critical it is, and unless you're able to independently, this is the women, they're very notorious for this. Like, sorry, but I just feel that way. Men have their own problems, but this is just like particularly something that kind of really grates on me. You kind of have to guess a lot of the time, like what, and make a judgment on if this is like important or not. And I didn't. I am instinctively not as good at emotionally reading what people want, and as a result of that, I come off as emotionally unavailable. As a result of that, that eventually like leads to things like this. Basically, all of my personal relationships in my life have ended for this reason. And at this point, like I don't even know. Like, this really sucks for me because this particular girl is the girl that like I wanted to stay with for sure. I still want to, but that decision is not in my control, and I have to like, obviously process like the months of trauma that are going to come from that as a result of that. So basically, here's what's going to happen. The final note on that. Here's what I believe. This is okay because I always try to make something like productive for other people because I'm just talking about myself. It's kind of dumb. Okay, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Right, completely, when something like this happens, I completely withdraw and totally focus on self-improvement. I will just like go through my life adding value to every personal place I can. Like, I'll add a lot of meditation, a lot of prayer, a lot of working out, a lot of like getting up early, thinking about things, study, stuff like that. I think the way out of any kind of like bad relationship situation or really anything in life that happens like that is personal transformation. This is what saved me from a really, really bad time. Like, everything that just happened to me now, this is like 1/10 of what happened to me a couple years ago, where I had a relationship with a girl for 13 years who I was sure about, and it imploded in the absolute worst way possible. It was actually awful. And the way that I got through that was I completely focused, like I just completely inward focused. So first thing I did was like I literally got on a plane and just went places. I ended up at like a bunch of different places, like just walked around, thought a lot, and then once I actually, because I had nowhere to live, right? I'm telling you, this is so bad. I had no house. I had nothing left. I gave away all my possessions, everything. I had a backpack of shit, right? Like I literally had a backpack of shit and like 2 boxes of just like mostly childhood stuff. But most of my childhood stuff I lost. It's actually one of my biggest regrets. But I literally like wandered around. That's like if some people saw me on like in like Destiny's house, that's why I was there. He was like putting me up, like taking care of me. And you know, that was like he offered to do that. A lot of my friends did. And then when I decided to end up somewhere, it was Seattle because my current business partner, like, I kind of was like, dude, I'm kind of done. I was actually thinking like I might like go join an ashram for a while, like meditate it out, you know, sort shit out. And when Matt found me, my business partner now, he was like, yo, you're not done yet. We have problems to solve. Come to Seattle. Like, live our best life. Let's build like literally the best fucking agency we ever can. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds right. That sounds like something I want to do. Because Matt and I both made a decision like based on passion, not to make a shitload of money. And so I walked around downtown Seattle and Redmond until I literally found a place. And they said, when can you move in? And I put my backpack down and I said, I moved in. And then I literally just took the place that day. And from that moment on, I literally, like the next several months of my time, was completely focusing on myself. Wake up 6 a.m. every single day, meditate, work out, read books, study, focus, build a business, work really hard. Like, do everything I can to add value to myself. And I think, like, if you are going through a tough time right now, for whatever it's worth, that's the way out. That's the way out, I think. I think it's like, I think you have to build yourself and find your own confidence. I'm in and I think right now, the thing I need to learn the most is to completely drop my dependence on women. That sounds like a really MGTOW as fuck thing to say, and maybe it is. I don't know. But I have way too long been emotionally attached to women in such a way that it compromises me, and I'm super sick of it. I'm that the next following few months I'm going to be really hard detaching from that. It doesn't mean just be gay. That'd be amazing. Yeah. No, that doesn't save you actually, because you're just gay, but then you have to deal with this. Like it's the same thing. You have to be. Odie, yes, I saw what you wrote. Shut the fuck up. Okay, sorry. Holy shit, I'm fucking doing a talk, dude. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, then you're just gay with problems. Okay? Then you're gay with problems. It's the same thing. Like, just because like my business partner is gay, it doesn't save him. Like, he still has like all kinds of different personal relationship problems. Incel Arc 2021. First time I saw you. Yeah. No. I'm still very much interested in women, but there's a difference between being emotionally dependent on. I don't know about you, okay? I don't like the idea of being emotionally dependent on other people. I don't think it's a good plan, because I'm going to go a step further than that. I don't think it's a good idea to be emotionally dependent on anything. Because as long as you are, someone else is deciding and pulling your strings up and down. And that idea in here, it feels no good. Doesn't feel good. And most of my life, I think I've been in long-term relationships, and I'm just saying the thing with women is particular to me. And it's not a codependency thing. I'm a very healthy person on my own. Like, obviously, like I have I have you guys, which is fucking awesome. I have friends in real life, friends here. We have a great community. I have a good job, professional work. Lots of hobbies, shit I do. So, but this is a vulnerability that I don't like having. And that is something that I'm going to like really, really focus on going forward. Is just and you know what is the fucking crazy and almost like kind of fucked up thing about that too? I don't know if that's true, Odie, but thank you, man. Odie, you've never said anything like that to me before. That scares me. What you know what the most fucked up thing is too? That if you really take ownership of what I just told you, that you like build your own like you're just like honestly, dude, the MGTOW thing is the most exciting thing to women. That's what's so fucking crazy. Okay, if I'm in a 10-minute timeout and that's generous for everyone that tells me to talk to Dr. K about this. Okay? Shut up. Shut up. Okay? I don't have to talk to fucking Dr. K every time I have a problem. It's so dumb. Okay? That is such a fucking meme. Like, I don't have to talk, like, we're here to talk to Dr. K about it. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay? I don't have to talk to Dr. K every single time that there is like a slight issue in my life. Like, I can't open this fucking pickle jar. I'm not strong enough as a man. I got Dr. K. Please help. I can't. I have no confidence. I've got just fucking chill. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. What I'm saying about the other thing. All right. Is ironically, if you detach yourself from emotional dependence on women, you become more attractive to women. Because women want people that aren't attached like that in a very weird way. And so like, but you don't want to pursue it for that reason, right? Which is the mistake that a lot of the pickup artist people make is that like, just be like a badass and just like, oh, fuck women, dude. Like, yeah, right. And then like they're doing it because they want to get laid the most. That's a mistake too. You like right? Like they're acting cool. They're acting like that. They're acting strong because they want women even more. I'm saying you have to like truly be in a place where you're free of it. And that's what I'm going to be working on. Happiness is your job, not your partner's. That's right. Yeah. That's super correct. I mean, it's also important that your partner does what they can to support your happiness. However, they God, dude, it just reminds me of something like my dad. I don't talk about my parents that often. My dad is an amazing person. He's one of my heroes. Okay, I don't want to tell you exactly what he did in his life, but suffice to say, like he has accomplished some really crazy shit. And one day I was talking to him, and I was like, "Dad, how have you accomplished all this crazy shit?" We got into talking about women. My dad's been in a committed relationship for like 60 years or some fucking insane amount of time. He's retired now. He's like, we're here for the DMCA talk, Sag. Cool. 24 hours is your ban. That's generous. You do not control my content. I do. If you do not want to be here, get out. I owe you nothing. Okay, so my dad is talking to me, and I said, how have you accomplished these things? Like, weren't you interested in other women? And he said, no, I found the love of my life. Like, I found the person that I want to. And I said, yeah, but don't you wonder, like, what it would be like to, like, date all these women, live with other women? And he said, Devin, I came out of a vagina. I didn't want to spend my entire life trying to get back in one. And I was like, fuck, dude. I was like, I didn't think about that a lot. You know, he just wants the one he's got. He's good. It's okay. And that's where I'm at as well. Like, I'm so tired of the every year that you have to play. I'm not excited for all of you 20-year-olds in chat because every year that you have to play the dating game, it gets worse. Like, it's worse because our values crumble. We get worse as a society. And now, like, you have like other things. Like, it's just like you could just get me too. Like, you could be in a perfectly consensual situation where everything is fine. Dude, I feel like I got to give my new dates like a fucking contract now. Like, okay, like we, the undersigned here, okay, this the party, Devin Nash, the fucker, versus the other party, the receiver, right? Do here agree that we will enter consensual relationship of and or involving these possibilities, including consensual sex within the missionary position, oral sex either way, right? Just go down the list. We got to like stipulate this. This will be arbitrated by jams in the court of Seattle, Washington. Like we have to like, I have to like write a fucking contract because I don't even know, dude, like what's going to happen. It's like, it's such a spooky ecosystem. Sexual positions to be negotiated in good faith. Okay, Odie. I'm glad you stopped by, man.
Many absolutely have no regrets subbing to this channel. Thanks for Faceit.
What if
Peace
the chick
and
DMCA's
love.
me?
Cheers to capitalism.
Thank you, Kaizen. I appreciate it. Thanks for your sub too today. It's hard, man. If she stays through all that, she's a keeper. Thank you, Anush. Appreciate it. You should talk with Judge Judy. Props for saying that after the 10-minute timeout for Dr. K. Yesterday's VOD uploaded to YouTube. I did not upload it because I thought it was shit content. I think I was too tired and I just wasn't really proud of what I created, so I didn't upload it. Which is kind of cool to have that option. This one will be uploaded. I think it's a good show. This is the plan. I'm in a lesbian relationship. I kind of want to just go to wild and fuck everybody. You will get to the point where that. I think the logical end of that is emptiness, and that the true. This is just an opinion. I don't know, man. But the true greater good is like having a girl or guy that you can like really value and be attached to. I'm tired of chasing. I'm tired of chasing, dude. I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? Literally, where's that video? I gotta find it. My entire life is summed up in that one video. Is it this one? It is. That's it, man. That's where I'm at. Seriously. Real fucking talk. Just get an anime body pill that will always be there for you. Listen, if this one doesn't come back, I'm going to tell you guys what's going to happen. Eventually. All right. They call me CEO Andy, and I live up to the name. We're eventually we'll do girlfriend applications. We'll open them up. We'll have interviews. It's the only way. This is called Orchard Snowbuds. It's a tea that is made from. Let me tell you about. As a. I will tell you about the tea. Little leaves are picked before and around the Qming festival. They have been specially processed, small batches, about a kilo at a time, were de-enzymed at a temperature of 190 to 200 degrees, and the leaves were shaped with a kneading over a warm pan at 70 degrees. The finished shape is referred to as eagle claws. It brews a very elegant, chestnutty, sweet, full in flavor. From near Shaoxing in Zhejiang province, we found this very pleasant. What are your stats on female watch time? 4.5% of my audience is female. Thank you, Salem. Yeah. So it's 4 out of every 100. We got a shot. Of course, it's very. Yeah. What do you mean that's it? I talk about how exciting do you think it is to girls when I talk about, well, statistically, the results of the Twitch ban are 5.5 thousand. Do you plan to travel after COVID? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life at this point. No, there's some girls that are into it, but I would assume they're into my information and not. What was this saying? I don't get a lot of comments that are like, Devin, you're amazing. It's the voice. Yeah, probably. Hi, I most watched of that election stream. I hope you recovered. I'm good. Yeah. This is the Twitter post we got to read. We'll put on a vibe for this. I'd imagine your female viewership is related to the number of highly successful female streamers. Possibly. Here's my greatest fear. I meet a really nice girl. I go on a date. She doesn't know who I am. It's all good. We get to the dinner table, and she says, actually, I'm an affiliate. I'm just here to learn about how to grow my Twitch stream. Can you give me some tips? And at that moment, I fade from the public eye, shave my head, and go to India. Because that would be the end, man. No, I'm choosing a vibe, and then I'm gonna have some tea, and I'll read over this. My sister thinks you're cute. Why do you lie to me? I remember you said you reread Siddhartha yearly. Yes, I do. Do recent life events after this affect what you read next? If people care, I'll tell you my reading list. Right now, I usually my reading list is usually 3 books long. I'll go find it right now. So my current reading list right now is Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, which is a book about present moments. Letting Go: The Pathway to Surrender, which is a book written by a pretty pronounced thought leader in psychiatry, a psychiatrist and MD. Letting Go: The Pathway of Surrender. It's about it's just about like coping with difficult things. And then the next one I'm gonna read after that, the last one is this guy. So Letting Go. This is the book I just bought. My therapist said that I should read this one. So I'm in the process of reading this right now. Then the next one I'm gonna read is it's called The Unfeathered Mind: Writings from a Zen Master to a Master Swordsman. Those will be the next 3 that I read. Not to be rude, but why do you have a therapist? I think therapy is great for everyone. What I mean, like, therapy is oftentimes considered to be like this thing you do if you're like schizophrenic or have like some crazy problem. But in reality, it's like, here, let me just present it to you this way. Would you want somebody to sit down with you that you could just tell your fucking thoughts to, that you know is going to be private, and you could just tell them all the bullshit that bothers you? Fuck, man, I'd want to do that. I'd take that fucking job anytime. It sounds amazing. I don't think there's any stigma to having a therapist. You should regardless of like whatever your life situation is. I've had therapists and coaches and mentors like through like some of the best times in my life. What's the best option if you can't afford therapy? If you truly can't afford it, fuck, I don't like to talk about this because people whatever. I'm on the board of a charity called Rise Above the Disorder, which is a 501c3 that tries to make mental health care available to anyone. And you can go here and you can look if you're truly in trouble. You can go here and you can get a therapist, and they will work on it for you. Um, if you have absolutely no money and you can't do it yourself. The Nenny Desu, thank you for the 10 gifted, man. Appreciate that. The thing, I'll link it in chat. This is a great organization. It's run by a guy that I deeply, deeply respect. And I would highly, highly encourage you never, ever, 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 ever feel bad about getting therapy, or that you're some kind of like bad person because you can't afford therapy. There are a lot of different financial. The justification is mental health care really is something that we as a nation should figure out how to be free. Unfortunately, we just are not as actualized, and it is what it is. So never feel bad about that, and definitely use those resources if you feel like you need something. All right. Many of you are probably wondering about the recent Twitch ban, so I want to have some context on my Twitch ban. A 3D modeler filed a DMCA takedown on all of my VODs, claiming he owns the copyrights to my body. He had also been posting this on Twitter for weeks as well, but I try to avoid drama and I've ignored it. Given that he is now trying to get me deplatformed, has escalated the issue and now make a response publicly, which includes providing all relevant receipts. So I initially thought that this was a sexual suggestion thing because the way she got banned was really odd. She hadn't had a DMCA strike before. Typically, people that get their first DMCA strike are just banned, but not departnered. But she got both. But this unique situation is because he filed DMCA takedowns on all VODs simultaneously. So she got so many DMCAs that Twitch just permanently banned the channel because the automated system probably assumed that she was violating it. Oh, thank you, GothCat NYC. That's awesome of you to say. Thanks, man. I'm going to gift you a sub. It's really nice of you. First, here's the DMCA that they showed. Hi, we've received a takedown notice with respect to your account. Clip source. Copyrighted material model of 2D design and 3D model. So you know what's like really scary about this? This is literally the first time that an individual, like non-company, has filed a DMCA request against somebody. Because look at the contact email, it's just him. He just independently filed it. Says it was unjustified. Do you think Melody will get her partner status back? My understanding is that Melody lost her partner status because of sexually suggestive content before that. I'm not 100% sure. But Twitch, many different people have told me that Twitch departed her because they didn't want to associate with her for that reason, which makes sense. Super appreciate it from the 4.5%. Yeah, of course. Thanks. Secondly, here's the invoice he sent me. Sections blocked out. The price quote was $5,000 for my entire body and design. Next time you will see the PayPal invoices paid to him for that exact amount. To make sure we're in agreement regarding the ownership of the IP, I messaged it about him beforehand. He agreed that I would own all the IP. That was going to be my question. Is really, do we have in writing what is, like, do we have that in writing? If we do, it's a done deal. Damn, this is a fucking advanced invoice. Oh, is this like a PayPal invoice? There's like no nudes here, right? Okay. So nothing in this picture. Are there any nudes in the entire thing? So none of the nothing in here right now shows who owns the IP yet. We'll keep going. Nothing shows that. Okay, second image. Sorry, I'm just paranoid. This is done through PayPal. PayPal balance. Whole thing safe for work? Okay. Thank you. 3,200, so another payment. Hi, I'm filing out the copyright registration for Melody since we're so close to completion. I just need to know if you want to be listed in registration author. Put like character design modeler, haha, but you own the IP. Normally I'd say it would qualify as work for hire, but since we don't have a contract outlining that it technically doesn't qualify, either way I can still hold the IP rights. I just need to list the actual author. It's kind of most entertainment industries. There is an author, creator, artist, but the IP owner and publisher is someone else. It's nice to have something to prove if we end up talking to someone, but say I helped. In the end, this is yours. It's hard to say. If you can prove that this little avatar and like this conversation was actually him, that's a pretty solid. That's a solid argument. So here's one thing that I've learned after doing years of esports is, there are different levels. So you have whatever goes into court, right? You have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that something is so. The keyword is prove beyond a reasonable doubt. So oftentimes I will write contracts for very silly things, right? I'll just write up like a 1-paragraph contract. For example, I just bought a Valve Index for Callus Row, and the guy was super cool, seemed like really trustworthy. We did a PayPal invoice and everything. But I just wrote up a really quick contract that said like, hey, we're just agreeing, like, here's the deliverables. I think that it's like the deliverables were like this, this is in reasonably good condition. And there were deliverables for me too, like that I'm going to do this payment. Here are the circumstances. It was like very quick, right? And he signed it, no problem. I just docu-signed it over to him. But what people may not realize, like, you don't have to have a contract for something to be, for something like a contract is a next level, right? But this could definitely qualify. It's pretty solid ground right now that he doesn't own the IP. It's not like slam dunk, right? Ultimately, it's up to a judge. And yeah, you could, and like Shelb says, you could also have an oral contract. Like you could say we talked about this at this date and this was agreed upon, and then that person can say yes or no, right? But like if you're already in court over this issue, that person's always going to say, well, no. Then he said, she said. Do you have witnesses? Do you have people that listen to the conversation, stuff like that? That's why it's always good to get stuff in writing. You could also have audio recordings, yes, everything like that. Do we even know if the guy has full authority to sign over the IP? I don't think we know that, no. It's a good question. So this is not a slam dunk, but yeah, I mean, like I can like show you an example of like a contract I wrote. Just let me delete the personal information real quick. Right? Okay. Just making sure I have, all right, all the personal information gone. Yep. So here you go. So this is just a very simple agreement that I wrote up for the Valve Index last week, right? This agreement is between Devin Nash and the person for the Valve Index, just identifying them, right? That's what that email is. The product, as it's defined up here, because these are definitions. The product here is a headset, 2 base stations, 2 index controllers. The vendor, that's been defined up here, guarantees that the product is contained in a shipment in a new-like condition, not broken or manipulated or damaged, and will be shipped expeditiously to Devin Nash. And this was my address. I guarantee the price will be paid, and that any and all shipping costs will actually be agreed on, that if they're agreed upon in writing, and that it gets signed. Simple, very simple agreement. You can write these up for anything. This will hold up if there's ever any problem. There are situations where like PayPal can also handle the transaction of the invoice, and they can dispute it, but a contract just adds it on top of that. You don't have to be a lawyer to write up a contract. A contract is literally just 2 people agreeing to something. Yeah, it was a good deal. The guy's super cool. It should be on the way to me. It was a headset. It was $650 for a headset, 2 base stations, and 2 controllers. But I ended up giving him $750 because he's using the money to start a business, and I wanted to support him. At some point, he was asked if I should be interested in partnership. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, at some point, he asked if I would be interested in a partnership deal with his company, Giga Music Group. I was interested in hearing about the deal, but at that point, I hadn't agreed to anything. Only that I'd like to hear what he had to offer. Over the next few months, he still continued to help me with things, but refused compensation. Even though I offered to pay him off, and he said it wasn't a big deal anyway. This is one of the reasons right here why I always, always, always pay people that do things for me, without exception. Because I am always very nervous of people that are like, oh yeah, don't worry about it, man. Like, you don't have to pay me for it. Like, I'm always super nervous of that. I always insist that people should get paid because it establishes I'm like unironically really uncomfortable with that geek. I told him that. I'm really uncomfortable with that. Why? Because this kind of shit happens. Like it's there's something there's very rarely something for nothing, right? That oftentimes like if you paint my fence and you say don't worry about it, bro, that's like one kind of transaction. If I pay you $50 to paint my fence and then you say he fucked me, then that's a different kind of transaction. You know what I mean? that's why we have a system of legal tender, because like we collect something we agree on. Okay. Oh my god. What? This is for ants. Oh my god, I'm tilted. Okay. I'm disappointed we couldn't work this out again. If you want compensation for the work you feel you weren't compensated for, if I sent you an invoice, you would not accept it. This is like where the real meat of the issue is going to be. Some things you still have to figure out yourself if you want to support. I was trying to do that I just don't know. This is never going to work. This sounds like to me that this is one of those situations where this guy did work for her and then she got really big and he felt like he wasn't compensated enough for it. Like he's probably thinking like, what the fuck? Like I just got $5,000. This chick's making that in like less than an hour, right? Steel Mage, what's up, bro? How you doing? That feels like this kind of situation. That's why you put things in contract. Some things you'll have to figure out yourself if you want support. Digi, I paid you every invoice you've sent in a timely manner. I've offered repeatedly to pay you for work that you did, even when you did it without. God, so much of business, man. Sorry to keep interrupting, but like so much of business is just like two awkward people that are afraid to fucking just have the conversation. Just fucking have the difficult conversation and like shake it out. Like, go through the trouble because it's going to be such a huge problem later on, right? It's like I literally almost every one of these situations that I ever run into, any of these like business problems I run into, is because like, oh, I didn't want to fuck him over. I didn't want to tell him that like this was this. I'm like, dude, like just be a dick in the first part of it. Say what you're gonna say. Like, I don't feel properly compensated for this. Can we write a contract where I get a very easy thing to do here, right? Is I don't feel like $5,000 is going to be enough. Would you be willing to do a percentage of sales, right? Or a percentage of some kind of sales for using the model and for as long as I work on it or update it, right? Something like that. There's a really good book by Amanda Palmer that's called like The Art of Asking. I feel really strongly about this. Just get it out. Get it out of the way. Steel, did you delete all your shit yet? What are you doing? Do you need help? We have a system. This dude named Geekin in my community has a system where we can save everything if you haven't deleted everything yet. I need to take like a Okay, yeah. All right. Let's keep going. Did Steele say what he's doing? Is he good? Been working on deleting stuff scary, following all the DMCA news. Yep. If you want to save your shit, let me know. I'll add you to a Discord group. We can save all your stuff and then like sort that out. Let me know what's going on. If you need anything, I got you. Also, I watched a stream where people mentioned YFU and said, "Oh, cool, I have a sister. Seemed fine. Guess not." I've offered to pay you for the extra work you did over and over again. I offered to pay you when you were doing it. I even offered to pay you an invoice when things fell apart. You told me multiple times, "Don't worry about it." I doubt you'd even pay me. That's a serious offer, Steele. We can hook your shit up, dude. If like we can do it right now if you want. I can just add you to a group and like the rest gets done. It's fucking amazing. Just let me know. You told me multiple times and even told me I doubt you'd pay me on time. I'm sorry that you feel like you weren't paid. I tried over and over again. I think what's kind of weird about the well, let's read the whole thing first. You mentioned Giga was interested in working with me, but I told you I was interested. Being interested doesn't mean I'm going to agree to a proposal. And again, I offered multiple times to pay you all through the extra work you did. I didn't know you were doing it with the unexpressed expectation of a guaranteed partnership in the future. You're asking for $240,000 for 6 months of support, $500,000 a year. Holy shit. Holy shit. Jesus. What that is so much for like we don't know what the deliverables were, but in no universe would you like dude, like if we as an agency asked for like $240,000 of like we would be actually robbing a person. That's fucking insane. Jesus fuck. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do, son. Anyway, can I give like a consulting fee or something for talking? I feel bad about getting anything from it. I don't know. We'll have to see where it goes, how much work is involved. I try to do favors till it ends up costing me a lot of time. But I really just want you to have the money to get the fixes done. I feel bad that you're not getting any kind of compensation for it. Yeah. So this is where I literally put my foot down and I'm like, shut up, bitch. We're going to pay you. Or we're not doing work together. Not sure I got a vibrator like that. What? Put a little hologram thing around it. You've been doing so much. Can you invoice me for it? I feel bad that you're doing this actual work. And then she includes an email. Hi, Devin. Could you please help me with some legal advice? Okay. No, I can't. Are you serious? I'm not a lawyer. I'm an idiot on the internet. I can't help you with your car collision. I have no fucking idea. I'm not that's not something I can do, dude. Are you a trap? Are you the police? Are you the FBI? Are you trying to are you I have not passed my bar or taken it or even know how to take it. I am not a legal representative of any kind. And also, even if I wasn't, but still knew what you were talking about, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what to do on DUIs or collisions. Please call a real lawyer, not a streamer on the internet. Oh, God. I think that was the FBI trying to get us, chat. All right, where are we at? Okay, so we talked about the vibrator. I'm getting ready for stream right now. I won't be able to respond to this tonight. I think you need to do some thinking, or I need to do some thinking. I asked numerous times to pay you. I finally convinced you to at least let me buy you a new work chair. I paid you immediately when you asked for it. Yeah, this is weird. What's weird is we haven't seen him put out an offer. Is this the only link left? No, there's still more shit. Okay. Around May, Giga Music Group finally sent me their proposed offer. They wanted $40,000 a month for their services. For what services? I was advised by others in the industry to not take the deal given that it was grossly inflated and offered unnecessary services. I opted to work within their company. He then started claiming that because of the work he had already done, I was expected to work with them. No logs of this, though. I told him that he should not have let me know that. I was insisted I their pay. The thing is, I think so far we've gotten parts of the story. And you always have to be. I guess I'm just like the only guy that does this. I think most people are just going to believe Melody at face value. But I don't think that there's like a lot of evidence. We haven't seen like the offer. We haven't seen like the actual deliverables. We don't know yet. Maybe there's more. I don't think you saw all the screenshots in the last link. Really? I did. No. We did. For sure. Okay, so I thought this was the end of it. Oh, there was a talking night. I didn't hear from him for several months. Oh, wait. We're way behind. Okay. He started claiming because of the work he did, he already done. I expect to work with him. I told him he should have already known or had to work with it. I would never agree to a contract when I have no idea of what the terms of it are. For sure. She is getting him banned. She got him banned on Twitch as just not wanting to take sides in a possible legal battle. No. Everything Twitch has done has been by policy. Twitch received over 3 DMCA requests, way more than 3, right? For all the VODs that Melody did, they enacted a ban because she got more than 3 DMCA strikes. Melody then appealed that ban, meaning that Twitch unbanned her because she appealed it. Now this guy, if he wants to continue this, it needs to be resolved in court. That's how DMCA law works. The onus is on the person who created the DMCA request to continue the process. So at this point, Twitch is out of the picture. It is up to this guy to independently levy this as far as a lawsuit. That is why she got unbanned. She appealed it through. That's why it took a day, right? It was she probably immediately appealed it and said, "No, this is my content." Twitch is not the deciding factor in like if she owns the IP or not. That is the deciding factor, and that is the court of law that this goes to. He will have to be ready to take her to court for this, and he won't. Right? Like he'll probably get smoked. In August, he wrote to me again, insisting that I needed to follow and interact with YFU, the community's idol project character, because I owed him. I told him that because our working relationship ended up so poorly, I didn't feel comfortable interacting with his new project, but I wish him the best of luck. He did not take that well, insisted that I owed him for the work he did, vaguely threatened to, quote, talk to Vice. Okay. Firstly, he offered to drop all of this, stop claiming that I never paid him, and leave me alone if I boosted YFU. That feels like blackmail and extortion, but again, we don't know. Like, we don't see these logs. I'm always a little bit hesitant when somebody posts logs of things, but like all of these other claims, these are not unsubstantiated. Like this looks really good, but it's like it's like interspersed, like all this information, like there's no confirmation of this. Like if she's willing to post the logs here of the other things that were said, why not post these logs? I don't know. I was very upset, but in the interest of just getting it all behind me and being done with it, I swallowed my pride and agreed. This was on the condition that 1, leave me alone, 2, sign a document making it clear that I own everything he kept claiming that I didn't. Although I had an invoice and text confirmation. It was more for making it clear to him. I wanted this done over with so I could focus on this and still have... Ah, fuck. What the... What? All right. Holy shit, okay. Oh, yeah, so I've thought about it. You can pay me $45K for my renders that you sold of mine. and still have plastered all over your stuff. Dude, his language is completely different. Isn't that funny how that works? That changed. Like, look at how he's talking right now versus how he was talking in the previous DMs. Like, oh, don't worry about it, LOL, like type of thing. Like, the renders you've sold of mine that have been plastered all over your stuff. This will cover what you owe me for managing and all the random stuff that went out of my way to do for you. If you want a signed IP, you got to credit me for the model I made for you. I don't care if you are out of space on your Twitter. I put a lot of work into your stuff. You benefited greatly from it. You can have the Tom IP and other toys if you quit the slander between Silver, Iron Mouse, and quit with the blackballing YFU. You will not get Nanity's copyright ever. I assume these are VTubers or whatever. It's mixed with my own IP, Nanico, and I'm not giving that away to you. However, I will be fine with you using it and will not be interested in copyright striking it as long as you comply with an agreement here and work with me on resolving this. Also, tell your Sims to leave me alone. The NNT logo was not sold to you. You didn't even want to use it. You wanted H-Stream idols or whatever. Not sure why you have Sid putting on the shirts for the 25%. These are my terms. I'm not going to give you all my efforts plus signed documents for something that's not even policeable. Like being a morally good person. That was a terrible offer. I think this guy is a person who charged her $5,000 because he thought that was all she was going to be. Melody blows up and becomes super popular, and now he wants to come back and do more. Make no mistake, I think this guy's a piece of shit. But that doesn't change the fact that it may not matter. The question of like the IP. Now he's saying like what she's got is she's got this. You own the IP right here. But I think something like this is complex enough that it could probably be argued in court. Again, I'm not a lawyer. Like, I'm not really sure on this. This is a really complicated issue. It's got to get sorted in court. It's not a slam dunk is what I'm saying. Because I think that one thing that could possibly happen is he could argue like all of the individual like aspects of the character and the modeler. Because he said, put like character designer modeler, but you own the IP. But it's not. He didn't really say what you own the IP of. And with something like this, there are so many aspects of it. Like, right? Like, what IP do you own? The model itself? Do you own the clothes? Do you own the vibrator that's going into her virtual? Do you own the smile? Do you own the hair animation? Right? It's like it's very complicated. So it's unclear to me that like unless there's like a signed document that it's like it's a done deal. It really is up to the court. It's a slam dunk only if he released those deliverables with a license. Exactly, and he did not do that. Melody has this in the bag. A person can't render a service then refuse payment on delivery, but 3 months down the line, demand pay it. That's not that. No, Gabe. That's not the problem here. The problem is who owns the IP. It's about DMCA. I agree with you on that. That's totally legit. It's not about getting more payment. He can't go into court and be like, she owes me $250,000. That's not going to happen. 100%. Yeah, I totally agree with you. But what he can do is he can say she can't use anything that I use because this is my shit. This is my shit that I designed. I own this. I'm not giving her permission to own this. The question is the real question is if he wants to go to court to fight that out and spend tens of thousands of dollars doing it. And the answer is probably not. She probably gets to keep her shit. If you had to ask me, like, what do you think is going to happen as a result of this? 99.9%, like, she just keeps her shit. What would you do hypothetically if you were her? At the moment, I would do nothing. I would retain a lawyer, and then I'd chill. I appealed I have all the leverage, right? I appealed the DMCA. Right? I appealed the DMCA, and now the onus is on him to go to court and to prove that the IP is his, which requires him to file a DMC, or get a lawyer. So just lawyer up. Don't say anything anymore. Like, that's one of the most important things. Like, if you're in a legal issue, immediately stop contact. Don't type anything else because everything can be used against you in court. So don't say shit. It's like that rule of like, if you ever get like stopped by the police and they accuse you of something, literally don't talk to the police ever. Just fucking chill until you get a lawyer. And then shut the fuck up. And like, that's all she needs to do. You don't have to take action or anything. She just needs to chill. Do her thing, whatever. Get a lawyer. Chill out. Don't type anything out back to this guy. The onus becomes on him to spend tens of thousands of dollars in legal fees to try to get, to literally not even for him to get any money, just for him to make it so that it takes her off the internet. I think that's never going to happen. I think all he can do is harass her. I think if it goes to court, the court probably couldn't understand anything that would prove ownership. At the point that court would probably default to Melody as the commissioner of the work. Who knows? It's impossible to know unless can he just continually file DMCA claims? He can, but if it's already been appealed for the same thing, I don't think so. Yeah, I know she's online, so what? P.S. Your hair sucks, yeah. I think this is, here's my take on this, okay? This is like my ultimate take. This is a dude that was asked for 5K while Melody was small, had like 100 viewers on Chatterbait because he thought that's what he was going to get. Melody explodes on Twitch and Chatterbait, goes viral. He never expected it, so he comes back. All of a sudden, like in his head, he's like, man, fuck, I missed the bag. Look at all the money this chick's making. Comes back and gives her some absurd number, like fucking apparently, allegedly $240,000, right, for the entire package, but we don't really know that. Like, but he says here in this log, 45K for the renders because he wants more of the bag that he feels like he lost. In exchange, he feels slighted. But the fault is on him for not defining that. All this fault is on him. He could have defined this early. He could have set it up as a percentage of sales. That's one of the things, like, if I'm ever arguing with a sponsor, I've done this, like, back and forth sometimes. Like, okay, I'm arguing with a sponsor, right? And I say, I think this influencer is worth 10K. They say, well, we only want to pay 8K, right? So let's say you've got two, this is a negotiation thing. Let's say that you have one party that wants to pay $8,000. I think they're worth $10,000. What do? Okay, if you think that this person is worth $8,000, would you be willing to put a percentage on that deal where every time he sells a product for you or they click this link or something, it's worth this kind of CPM? Now I've upsold that negotiation in a way where maybe I could make 15 or 20K, right? And they'd be willing to do it because it is literally their success grows and is tied to what they're doing. Oftentimes, I'll find a way to negotiate in that way. And in the same way, if you're a modeler that's going to stay on for somebody, it's like, okay, well, how about because, and this is something like we're doing for Arcadem's merch store, right? For Arcadem's merch store, we're going to pay a percentage back to the artists of the t-shirt designs we're doing for a certain duration. Basically, most of the stuff is going to sell. Most of the stuff is going to sell in the initial like 6 months. I'm not exactly sure like how long we'll do this for. Might be like 6 months, might be 4 months, whatever. But what I'll tell the artist is like, hey, we're gonna pay you a flat fee plus a percentage on every sale for this duration of time. That way, if the shirts fucking explode and your shirt is like fucking incredibly selling really well, you will feel like you are compensated properly. And I'll just do that up front, right? Why is it indefinitely? The reason it's not indefinite is because it's a very annoying thing to account for if I have like 500 artists that I have to invoice out and pay on accounts receivable every single month. So that just is unrealistic from an AR perspective. So we keep it up for the majority of the sales and then we're donezo. That's why we do that. Basically 99.9% of the sales are going to be done in the first 6 months or whatever, and from there it's not a problem. Why do people hate you so much? I actually don't get it. I'm a, so I come off as an authority on it's a couple of things. This is kind of a diversion. We're talking about something else, but I think it's two things. One is people are threatened by authority, so I come off as like a professional, and that annoys people that live in their basement like with Cheeto dust. But number two is I get misclipped a lot. So I speak really confidently and I make very strong predictions, right? Like sometimes like I'll say something like for example, the Project Melody thing, right? I actually legitimately thought that Project Melody got banned for sexual content. It made sense because she immediately got departnered and was permabanned. And when you're permabanned, that's usually a TOS violation. But she was in a really weird situation where she got 3 DMCA strikes, and those DMCA strikes led to this, which was like really a unique situation. So I was just wrong, right? I just guessed wrong. But there was a 15-second clip of me saying that, and then in the next 10 seconds, I said I could be wrong. This is a guess, but that didn't get clipped. So I get misclipped as like the guy like saying something of authority and like being wrong. And I guess the perception it comes off as like I'm like this like really ego, and maybe I do have like way too much ego. I've thought a lot about that and try to get better about it because I do totally acknowledge that like might be a thing. That I'm like this like really egoic person that like thinks he knows everything. But I promise you, like for whatever it's worth, I'm really just a guy trying to provide the most objective information ever that I possibly can. I understand that I get it wrong a lot of the time. I'm here because I want to talk about issues in the industry that I think are interesting, and I want to do good by that. I'm trying really hard. I realize I fucked that up, but I think people take that as like I think I'm like this like narcissistic asshole that like really holds his opinions to high value. But if you really knew me, you would know that like I have a real imposter syndrome. Like I think that most of the stuff I do is shit. I don't think I'm like this like amazing guy. I actually have a real problem with my confidence. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, back to Melody. So this dude is a dude that I think wanted to capture the rest of the bag, comes back, and then tries to do it, but doesn't really have a leg to stand on. Okay, I was genuinely confused. I don't think people should be taking anyone's words as facts, so people who do that are weird. Yeah, for sure. I mean, everybody should be asking questions. I really try hard to not lead people to think a certain way. I realize to some extent that's like inevitable, but I try really hard not to do that. Hey, Ronan, thanks for the tier 1, man. I hate my imposter syndrome too. Have you tried to heal it? Yeah, I've done work on it, but the thing is, like, to some extent it fuels me, because if I always feel like my stuff is shit, then it drives me to do better. So I like that part of it. Okay, so this clip. Right, so we saw him like basically say, pay me 45K or fuck off. A few days after I offered that, he responded telling me it was a terrible offer for him to sign a document saying the extra things he made were mine, despite them being gifts. Oh, that's different. So apparently he's trying to say extra things he made are not the IP. Only the model was her IP. Doesn't matter if they're gifts. If he didn't give the IP rights specifically, then she doesn't have them. In exchange for me interacting with his new project, he then demanded $45,000 along with 25% of merch sales, even though by this point I had stopped using all of the assets he made. Project Melody wrote this. That's what happened to Tom since so many people wondered about his whereabouts. Thanks, Sarah. I'll do that. Remind me if I forget, please. I would consider it a waste of my time to hate anything you do. I just take it as information and discard anything I can't use and do my own research. That's ideally how I'd like everybody to interact with the stream. But to be honest, dude, like, I do think I have a lot of character flaws, and I don't blame people who don't like me. I used to really be bothered by it, but it's understandable. There's just a certain number of people, and particularly concentrated on Reddit, it's a very high number of people that don't like me, and that's acceptable. I'm not going to stop doing what I do because of them. I think what I do, I know that in my heart, I try to add value, and that's like good enough for some people and not good enough for others. The only real winning move with haters is to not play. And so, you know, you just deal with it. Okay. After this message, I stopped responding to Digi. He was rude, insulting, and I was done with his harassment. He still continued to publicly center me on Twitter and Discord. Even today, he hasn't stopped. I blocked him after he kept saying these things, and now has resorted to deplatforming me, starting with Twitch. I didn't want to be involved with drama. I wanted to continue streaming and having fun with my friends and my community. I'm lucky enough to have a career that I absolutely love. And he is trying to take all that away. That is what the DMCA claim is for, not the TOMS, not one of my CB toys, not music, not being too explicit. But no, because Digi thinks he owns me. He thinks this even after I paid him. Dude, isn't this some fucking Deus Ex Human Revolution shit? Realize what we're actually discussing here. It's actually pretty cool. I know this is like fucking her up, but like we're literally discussing the legal rights of who owns a virtual YouTuber making real money. This is like a thing that exists. I don't know. It's in 20. It's like crazy. It's like 2020. Like this is fucking nuts. Like how long before like we're arguing like the rights for like robotic like this guy fucked his robot too hard and like the robot doesn't want to be fucked anymore. Like what? Like how long before that? Like this is like really crazy, man. This is like nuts. That's super nuts. He's arguing for his vibrator's IP rights. Yeah, dude. Like it's situation's nuts. Does she have legal documents of ownership? Yes, no. No. According to what we know, she does not. And to what she said, she doesn't. Who gets to keep the Boston Dynamics dog in a divorce? No, but this would be like, who gets to keep the Boston Dynamics dog in a divorce and the dog has an opinion on it? That's what this is like. Is there any possibility for Melody to get a new model with the rights and rebrand to stay safe? I don't think she has to do that. I think she's going to be fine. I also think that there could be very small changes to her current model, and it could be argued that that is transformative. There's so many things that could happen here, but Melody's going to be fine. I'm really pretty convinced of that. I thought the invoices and PayPal records were on this post. They are, but that doesn't guarantee IP rights. Nothing in here is constituent that she owns the IP, except him saying in Discord, you would own the IP, but he doesn't specify what that is or like what item it is. Melody just needs to talk to a lawyer. 100%. Yeah. That's my number 1 and 2 recommendation for sure. What PayPal invoices protect you from is fraudulent service. So if you order a product and there are deliverables on the invoice, and then you didn't get, so let's say that you buy this pair of nail clippers from me and I ship it to you for $10, right? And I guarantee you that they're in good condition on the, one pair of nail clippers in good condition on the invoice. PayPal will protect you if I send you a fucking sock, right? And you can be like, this isn't nail clippers at all. This is a fucking sock. And then I say, nope, I sent them the nail clippers, and then you take a picture and you show PayPal, and it's a fucking sock. You go, okay, fuck this. Like, that's what PayPal protects you from. That's PayPal protection. It doesn't protect you from IP shit. IP rights are something that have to be specified in writing, usually. Are you the guy in the office that clips his nails at the desks? No, fuck no, that's disgusting. What I do though, is I have these like little hangnails. That's why I keep a pair of nail clippers. I have these like little fucking annoying hangnails that just suck ass. I hate them so much. And like rather than like, you ever get a hangnail that you just have to deal with all day because you don't have a pair of clippers? It's just chilling there and it's just like fucking bothering you. I fucking hate that. So I keep these on hand. If you pull them off, they bleed. You get fucked. That's so bad. Okay. I didn't want to be involved in drama. I want to keep streaming and having fun with my friends. He thinks he owns me. He thinks this even after I paid him. You can see in the invoices, even though back in December 5th at 3:42 p.m. he agreed I own the IP. He's just a character designer modeler. That's why he's copyright striking me. Sorry I kept this for so long. I've been dealing with it for months. Give me endless stress, which makes me cancel streams someday because I'm too shaky from anxiety. I never want to hide things from you. I want to be transparent. In this situation, I kind of expect it to resolve itself since the initial claim had no merit. It was also kind of embarrassing since I didn't announce it to the world. I'm not looking for more drama. Just want to leave alone. Yep. So I think that the end of the Project Melody situation is this. DMCA strikes went in. The onus then became on Project Melody to appeal it. She did so. She appealed it. Pretty much now she should just lawyer up, get some good legal advice, and hang out. And then the onus is on him. He has to. He now has to basically go to court and say this actually is my IP and prove it. That's going to cost him thousands of dollars. And he's like, I guess he could sue for royalties. That's how he would make money off this. He could sue for the royalties that he thinks that he's owed as a result of her Twitch streams. But at the end of the day, I don't think that anything becomes of this. Small chance, but Melody's probably fine. In the end, it's not worth it to pursue. Yep. Unless there's any other questions, I think that's the whole talk, basically. Pretty straightforward issue. And the first text about filing IP paperwork or whatever, what's that all about? He very like loosely says you own the IP, but doesn't like really state like what IP it is. Like, I don't know if this is enough. Again, this is like lawyer shit. I can't know this. Does none of it sound like blackmail? If you read just what she said, it does, but there's nothing in the logs that make it seem like that. You got to be careful with stuff that's like anecdotal like that. Because we can't be sure. Someone mentioned the invoice was under friends or family. The invoice doesn't matter. The invoice just says work was done, work was paid for. Doesn't mean that anybody, you can, so like, let's say that I have you design a piece of music for my stream and I pay you $50 for it. That doesn't mean I own the rights to that music. It actually doesn't even mean that I own the broadcast rights to that music. You have to determine that, right? So I could pay you $50 to make me a piece of music, but you still own the rights. You can DMCA me. Be well within your rights to do that. I would need a separate agreement that says, hey, I own the rights to this now and I own the broadcasting rights too, written. Invoice doesn't really matter. Doesn't mean anything. How's the election going? I don't know. Did anything change? So what are you actually buying? I'm buying the fact that he did music for me. Nothing changed. But rights are a separate sale. It's a separate product. You're just buying the work that you put in. I don't know. I still think I don't think this is a race. I think this is still just a Biden win no matter what. But maybe I'm crazy. I'm like maybe I'm fucking crazy, but this feels to me like a how can Trump win right now? NV flips red as a result of the remaining mail-in ballots. GA stays red, even though it's literally neck and neck right now. NC goes red and PA goes red. Basically, if he loses a single one of these states, it's 100% done deal. So he's at 264 right now. Nevada 6 electoral votes. Nevada finished. Nevada calls tomorrow or weekend. They're saying, and it's 6 votes. You can just do the math, right? It's 270 to win. Biden's at 264. There's 6 electoral votes in Nevada. If PA goes red, then Trump goes to 234 plus GA plus NC plus NV. The other X factor here is that supposedly Arizona flips. I don't think that's going to happen because there's 10% left of the vote, and some people think that he has some strongholds there. If Arizona flips, then Biden loses 11, and then like I guess he's back in the game. But the likelihood that Trump actually wins is like still really, really slim. Did you see his press conference? No, I didn't watch it. And click Nevada, literally only 2 counties that are blue in that state. Can you explain that? Yeah, sure. I'll explain it right now. So the 2 counties that are blue are Washoe, which is Reno, and Clark, which is Las Vegas. Typically, you're going to see more of a concentration of Democrats in cities. This is just something that just statistically shakes out. Republicans tend to stick to the hills. So both of the Reno historically was actually a more Republican stronghold, but because a lot of tech people are moving into Reno from CA because it's just a shit show over in California. Tesla just opened a gigafactory there. There's a bunch of companies coming over for like technical solutions. Reno is trending more blue at this point. Las Vegas has historically been blue and will probably continue to be. The remainder of votes that have to be counted are both in Clark and Washoe. It's very likely that Nevada is going to go mostly blue, because we know that mail-in ballots are going to be largely Democratic. I lived in Nevada for 8 years. That's why I know that. I can't tell you as much about Arizona, but we can look at the data. I was explaining this to a few guys I work with. Didn't know what you said, but I knew about population density. Yeah. I think it's like a 90% Biden win. It's like, it could happen. I mean, like, Trump could still win, but it's just like so unlikely at this point. Do you think there'll be a recount? I think Trump will do every single thing he can do in his power to try to get the election. It'll be court cases, recounts, fucking visiting a seer to tell the future. There will be like it'll literally be everything possible, dude, to try to figure this out. Everything. I think this is going to be a shit show all the way to January. Like, Trump doesn't go away because he loses the election. He's going to keep tweeting. He's going to keep posting stuff. He's got 70 million people that voted for him, right? I mean, all those people pretty much believe they just got screwed out of an election, whether it's true or not. They're not just going to stop talking about this. they're gonna go fucking ape shit. It's basic, and it's not all 70 million, but like a significant percentage of those people think that a significant percentage of those people think that democracy has been undermined. So who knows where they're at, like, to varying degrees. Do you think Biden's team won't go to court if Trump wins? I don't know. I mean, it's certainly abnormal for a candidate to do this, right? Like, generally speaking, you accept the results of the Associated Press, the Electoral College, and if it's very close, like between 0.5, we have laws for this, right? If it's between 0.5%, you can request a recount. And requesting a recount is not like an uncommon thing to do, but it is definitely an uncommon thing to do to say the election is a fraud. Like the other side is padding views that don't exist and voting dead people in. That's not something that happens in our republic that often. That's pretty crazy. That's like, do I think that Joe Biden would say the Republicans are necromancers summoning dead people and voting, and that's why they won? I do not think Joe Biden would do that. This is definitely what Trump is doing is unprecedented. Now, you may agree or disagree with it, but this is like some like fucking House of Cards, Game of Thrones shit right now. Like, yeah, this is like crazy. Generally, we accept the results as they're presented to us, unless it's with like a razor thin margin, in which case we can request a recount. But like, what Trump is doing right now is he's trying to go to court to get some of the votes not counted. Holy shit, shut down Jack. So that was a tier 3 sub. Guys, clap it up. Holy shit. Damn, dude. Thanks, man. Yeah, or counted. I don't even know what Trump is going to court for. Does anyone actually know? It's weird to me because I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to say that, I'd be paraphrasing, I don't really know. What I heard was, it said tier 1 here. Wait, am I fucking crazy? Fake tier 3? Oh, that is a tier 1. Why did I read 3? Rip. Yeah, well, fuck that sub. No, I'm kidding. Thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate it. Prevent late voting and more representation. Yeah, I think he's trying to stop, like, he says when the polls close, the voting should stop. But the Supreme Court is never, I think, the Supreme Court is never, I'll ask Destiny when we're on the podcast next. I have no fucking idea. The Supreme Court is never, ever going to actually agree to that. If you're an American and you are in line to vote, you have a right to vote. You can't just like, it's like, if it's not like if I go to Walmart and I go, hey, I really want a PS4, and they go, sorry, we close at 9. And then like you go to the Supreme Court and you're like, hey, I want Walmart to be open, so it doesn't work that way, right? You can't like, your right to vote is a fundamental thing. Dude, thank you very much, Kai. Appreciate it. I like your name too. It's like the good play on the management technique. But I'm not actually 100% sure what the fuck he's even asking for. Can mail-in ballots post-dated for election day sent yesterday be counted? I don't know. I don't know enough. I don't know enough about the political system to know. We need to talk to the people on the podcast who like, there's a lot of streamers whose basic job it is to figure this shit out. I'm not one of those streamers, so I'm literally just an armchair magician here. Thank you, Wolfie. On the last YouTube video, you mentioned the script is the RIA to scan your own VODs, and Clips is making an ETA on that. I want to do a video, but I can't figure out what the title of the video should be, so I'm stuck. And we can't figure out what the thumbnail is either. We might do that real quick. Hey, Hotshot. Who cares about the title and thumbnail? Well, it turns out everyone cares about that. We have some ideas, right? This is a really important video, and the reason it's taken a little bit longer to do, I don't feel like we have it right. So right now, yo, thank you. Thank you very much, Nick. Appreciate it. Right now, we had this thumbnail was idea number 1, and this thumbnail is idea number 2, but I think neither of these are quite right. So this video, if we get it right, is going to be an insanely good video because it's literally something that can live ban streamers on the fly in like 3 minutes, but we need to get the title right. Right now, fuck, man. So people that don't know, dude, I usually like work on my titles and thumbnails for like probably the good part of about 2 or 3 hours, but I've been on this one for like 2 days. And I have no idea. Yeah, this isn't it. This is not the thumbnail. I know it isn't. This thumbnail is good, but the background is too sketch. This thumbnail is not good. So these are the current ideas I have right now, and this is after going through like this is going through like fucking 10 zillion different ideas for thumbs that I've been thinking about for like hours. I just don't know which one it should be. Because it's got to be short, but it's got to be very sensationalist. It's like something like that, right? Race to world first live Twitch ban. Biden could still lose Arizona due to the late run mail-in campaign by the Republicans. The numbers just remain. He could, yeah. Four-second insta ban. For top streamers. I want to write something like the insane new technology that automatically insta bans top streamers. But that's a little bit too long, but that's like the vibe that I want to get. Why did Twitch ban Boy Boy? I just straight up got DMCA'd. Which is fucking crazy because we were in the middle of deleting all of his clips and VODs.
Are you ready to be banned live?
Good luck. I'm behind 7 boxies. Are you ready to be banned live? We need to use something that's like top streamers. We need to use something that's like oh, that's a good one. Somebody just said in chat, Bren Roy. Top streamer banned in 4 seconds. 4. Top streamer banned automatically. New technology. Like, this is like good shit. We'd have to like word this a little bit differently. That's strong. Void Boy banned, are you next is strong too? It's hard because like conceptually, we need like, okay, we need like these concepts. Top streamer, live banning, new technology. We need like all these concepts and like very fast call to action, sensationalism. I'm really sure that if we get this title right and thumbnail right, it's an 100K view video. Straight up. Thanks for all the follows, guys. Appreciate it. Hi, I'm trying to follow your tips. I'm streaming for 4 months now. I have around 20 viewers and 400 followers. You're helping me a lot. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate you. New tech bans top streamers live. That's good. Meet the new tech. No, it's not. Ah. Yeah, maybe. Let me open up the file. So this is let's look at some titles here. The fuck's going on? New tech bands top streamers live. This is actually a pretty good title. 36 characters is really good. And that's if we use like the stars, 34 characters. I think this is our strongest title right now. That's really strong. Wasn't that I will see. I remember the name of the guy that did it. Root something. I'll gift him a sub if we end up using it. I can see the pain in your eyes. I've been going through a similar patch. You're not alone. Keep your head up. Thanks. It might not be pain. I just need to pee and I'm hungry. I'm probably fine. No, the thumbnail, I don't even know, dude. Thumbnail's like a fucking shit show. Podcast is at 9:30. I gotta run home and cook pretty soon. I can see the aching for PoE in your eyes. Keep it up, Devin. Thanks, man. Listen, if somebody wants to make a thumbnail for me, I'm paying you. That's the end of it. Okay? I don't want you coming back and demanding $245,000 if my video blows up. Fuck you. This mistake will get you banned in under 4 seconds. That's good, but it doesn't refer to the type. I like new DMCA tech bans top streamers. Ooh, so we could also do new DMCA tech bans top streamers in 3 seconds. That's strong, dude. How many characters is that? That's fucking strong as fuck. 45, definitely. Yeah, so that still falls under the cell phone limit. That's a really strong one. I like seconds better than live. I would click on that shit. What's the cell phone limit? Between it's between 45 and 68. Take out DMCA. I think DMCA is good because a lot of people are talking about it, right? What the word that doesn't okay, so in marketing you have to kind of think about like each word and if it does work for you. So I just go one word at a time and I'm like, is this word doing its job, right? New would be the weakest word. New, but new is still good because it implies like, oh shit, it's something I haven't heard about. DMCA is kind of a weak word, but a lot of people maybe good because they know it's a DMCA issue. Tech, have to have it. Bans, strong word. It's doing work. That's our verb. Bans is doing work. Top streamers, same thing. More like you don't want to say streamers, you want to say top streamers. And then we want to have the thumbnail like go to this or something. In obviously conjunction word, whatever the fuck. I don't speak English. Don't talk to me. 3 seconds. Debate could be made that 3 doesn't do work for us. But if like you could say in seconds, but if you say something like if somebody says like here's $1,000 or they say here's $1,087, like this, it's been proven in focus groups that this number is more reliable. This is more specific. Your vids are too long. If they were 10 minutes, you would get more views. Okay. Samuel05101. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to link me your YouTube channel with 90,000 subscribers. If you don't do that, I want you to suck me. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I understand that that is a possibility. However, I like to talk a lot, and I don't mind having long videos. I mean, he's not wrong. Most likely, if I fucking condense it and I was like, hey, this is Devin, what's up? How you doing? That reminds me of this video. Oh my god, there's a video I have to find now. Oh my god, is this the video? I think this is the video. This video is amazing. Hang on. Fucking meme is so good, dude. Oh, mercy. So another question we could fuck with is, do we want to fuck with the word new? And like we could use like words like insane. Insane is like actually probably stronger than new. New is pretty strong. You get insane DMCA tech bans top streamers in seconds. The new, we don't need to replace it. Like, I think this is yeah, new DMCA tech bans top streamers in 3 seconds. I think that's probably the strongest one. I think we're overthinking at that point. At some point with thumbnail creation and with title creation, you get to an 80-20 situation where it's like, maybe this could get like 2 or 3% better, but I think this is it. This is like, I think the 3 seconds does work. I think it specifies something. You're like, 3 seconds, like how the fuck? And that actually is what the tech does. It bans you. It records and bans you in 3 seconds. Yeah, literally, we peaked Splasher. Yeah. Now the question is the thumbnail. That's the real tough one. He's not wrong. I'm not saying you can't get a lot of views with long videos, but short videos tend to perform better. May I show you an example? No, I don't care about your anecdotal example. The only thing that matters is wide data on this, right? So, generally speaking, YouTube videos trend shorter, but there is no evidence to suggest that for every anecdote you have, I can throw an anecdote at you and we'll never get anywhere, right? I can show you Joe Rogan, who has videos regularly in the 3 to 4 hour range and gets millions and millions of views, right? There's no point in having this discussion, like, because we don't actually know unless I do an A/B test and I run like a channel where I have like a bunch of videos that are 4 minutes long versus a bunch of videos here if they're going to get more views. But that doesn't matter because my watch time is higher than other. Like my watch time trends to 18 to 24 minutes, and because of that, I make a shitload more CPM than shorter videos. So I make more money even if people watch my videos less because of the way that watch time works, right? If I get more watch time on a longer video versus somebody just watching the whole video for 4 minutes, I make more money because of CPM. But I don't want to explain this every time somebody comes in and tells me to do shorter videos because you're literally the 1,000th person to tell me that, right? My CPMs are higher than any other YouTuber I know besides fucking Stock Guy and Graham Stephan. And the reason for that is because my watch times are really high in this category. So I know what I'm doing, right? It's entirely possible that I could get more views off of short videos, but it's also possible that I don't, right? The right answer here is I just don't care about this. I do videos that I'm not going for something. I'm not like trying to make a shorter video or trying to make a longer video. I have no strategy. I'm trying to explain the thing in the best way it can be explained. If it takes me 10 minutes to do that, then it takes me 10 minutes. If it takes me 50 minutes to do that, then it takes me 50 minutes. Way too many of you content creators are overthinking all your shit like this. Like, man, do I need to do a 4-minute video? Do I need a 2-minute video? And guess what happens? You lose the substance of what you're doing because you like now it's about making a 6-minute video instead of like literally making a video that actually explains the point that you want to make, that creates the thing that you want to create. And that's why you're fucking up. You're getting in your head about all these stats. But my YouTube went from literally 600 subscribers to almost 100,000 subscribers in a year, and I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. I'm just trying to create stuff that I think is valuable. Those stats don't fucking matter. Like it's like we can't know that thing. Nah, there's too much going on in this picture. It's a good idea though. That like this is good. You know, there definitely is such a thing as like too much analytics for sure. There 100% is. I like, as funny as I know I'm like the analytics guy, I often tell people that they should focus on their art and their own content. DMCA bots ban streamers in 3 seconds combined with the ban live thumbnail would be good. Yeah, we'll ban top streamers. I'll put it down. I think it's a comparative. That's a good idea. DMCA bots ban streamers in 3 seconds. Top. It's about the same. I don't know. I'll think it through later. I'm more focused in like I'm more focused on the thumbnail right now. Also hate to be that guy, but doesn't Devin's videos bring much more value than most YouTubers? I don't know. Like there's people like Matt Diaval who do like 10-minute videos and add like way more value than me. Like there's all kinds of people that add different levels of value. My point is like, if I focus on making a 6-minute video, like, oh my God, like I'll get like, so the thinking that's wrong here is I should be doing this way because it gets me more views. Because that compromises the essence of what I'm doing. Whereas what the way you should be thinking, it's like streaming for clout chasing, right? So, a couple of days ago, I was coming off of the elections in a long stream, and I was closing in on 10,000 viewers on this channel without a host. And I had 10,000 viewers on this stream on twitch.tv/Devin Nash. And you know what I did? I went to bed. Now, could I have milked that and sat there for 4 or 5 hours and I would have gotten a shitload of follows? Yeah, for sure. But this stream isn't about that. It's not about like getting as much viewership as possible. It's about delivering value. The election was over at that point. I didn't have anything else to say. I went to bed and then I came back, right? Like I don't this is a personal value judgment you all have to make, right? But like in your life there's going to be things you can do that where you compromise something that you believe are your principles in exchange for like getting more money or more clout or whatever. And I don't like to take those trades because I think that what matters is the essence of what you do. Maybe use something like this as a background. Like case in point, right? The best content creators that are around are people that are doing it for the sake of it, right? XQC and Asmon have the same mentality. Yeah, I mean, it turns out that everyone that's like really successful does. No, I think we're nailed down on the title. I just want to think about the thumbnail more. We might have enough to go off of because we've got the thumbnail, but this is a tough one. We might have to sort it out in the lab. I'll be right back. I think we just need to start from the ground up on this. I'll post this up to the lab and see what ideas they have. Hey, Devin, my mom got a DMCA and wanted me to ask if you could help her out. Don't worry, I'm already on that. She told me last night. I got you. Thanks for the way up, bro. The underhand pitch for the home run, bro. If you're swearing off women, does that mean my mom will not be won't be seeing you again? I don't know. I might have to make an exception for classy women. I don't think I'm gonna swear. Tier 1 subscription for #1 streamer. Share your metal playlist. Ah, I can't. Like I said, if I do, it'll be a $5 Patreon thing. Add a stopwatch. Thumbnails are so hard, man. Maybe. I don't like this part. Devin swore off women, not whales. Holy shit. So, like, the questions that I ask myself for thumbnails are like things like this, right? So, #1 is it evergreen? Like, does it last forever? #2 is like, is there more than 2 competing elements for attention? And then, like, #3 is like, does it tell a story? That's usually like the questions I'm asking. This is too small to this is too small. This might work actually. It's simple, but I don't know. I think it's too hard. Ah, can you explain competing elements? Yeah, so a person's attention, based on what we know about like attention psychology, a person's attention in a thumbnail gets split between 2 main things. So like the best thumbnails that we've ever done, if you search like our top viewed videos, they have 2 main things going on, right? So in this one, it's Pokimane looking surprised and Ninja holding the money. And then the background just kind of like filters in. Same thing here, right? 0 to 100 viewers. This is like super, super quick call to action. This one has 2 also. Ninja Shroud holding money bags. Dr. Disrespect, and then title. Optic buyout, and then Hector. Ludwig, 2 Ludwigs, right? Yeah. You don't want too much going on in a thumbnail. So like this one's pretty good. Like it tells a story. The time is interesting. It's probably the best thumbnail I've seen so far. I think it's a little bit complex, but it's a good ass thumbnail. Kind of depends on how it would show. This is pretty fucking good. I think the 3 doesn't I think if instead of the 3, if you put banned live, you might be onto something. If you were a woman, what was for a day, what's the first thing you would do? Probably start my Twitch stream and get like 20,000 viewers asking me what the fuck happened and then collect all the donations. That would be fucking amazing, actually. Oh shit. I'm out of time, bros. I gotta close up shop. I got the podcast in a little bit. So I gotta go home, make sure that I cook some healthy food, make sure I just get my shit together before the podcast, which starts in about an hour and a half, maybe, right? A little bit longer than that, maybe. Maybe 2 hours. About 2 hours. So I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna go get some food, and then I'll jump on Trade Next podcast on, assuming we have it. I think we are gonna have it. That'll be tonight, and I will see you guys then. Wait, he said it's gonna start in 30 minutes? Are you sure? Because if he did, that's gonna be a shitload. That's gonna. I'm gonna be. I can't even eat if that's true. He was saying 9 p.m. PST. His title, really? Where does it say that? Intro in 30 minutes. Okay, the intro's in 30. That's gonna be tight, dude. He said 9 p.m. PST. Check this. Too much going on, but good idea. Did he say CST or PS? 9 p.m. CST is 7 p.m. That would have been 30 minutes ago. No way he's starting 30 minutes ago. Whatever. If he starts early, I'll just jump on Discord on my phone. He ended stream 15 minutes ago and put that as his title. He ended stream and he's gonna restart his stream? The fuck? I'm so confused. So he's probably taking a break and then coming back on. I think we have time. I'm gonna take the risk because it's either that or I order in here. But I'm 99% sure. Okay, he ended his stream, said he'll be back on in 30 minutes for intro. Then the podcast will be 30 minutes after intro. Yeah, I'm fine. I think I'm fine, but I need to go now. Okay, peace. I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much for being here. Guys, hearts in chat. Thank you very much for all the support. Join the Discord. Come see us. Discord.gg/Devin. I'll be there for tonight. I'll be talking in general chat and shit, hanging out with people during the podcast. So come join that. Thank you guys very much for being here. Awesome stream. Very good. We got a lot done. We'll get more done tomorrow. I'll be here. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Bye. I'm going to take off right away because I'm just going to make sure I get shit to eat and everything. Thanks, dudes. You guys are rocking. That was a really good vibe stream. I really felt good about this. VOD will be up very shortly. I'm going to be uploading it to !VODs if you guys want to watch the VOD. Bye.